Welcome to
Thank you for having
What's up,
us.
Panda?
the first ever horror game club. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see it become a reality.
Yes.
So we'll do a quick round of introductions. We've got Creation X up top there. We've got the lovely Slashly, who is actually coming back on Friday, guys.
Yep.
She's coming back for Kit Conversations on Friday. We've got Let Loose in the corner there. And we've got Razor Red. I'm gonna get you guys to introduce yourself a bit better. But I'll just go over what we're going to do one more time for anyone who's joined while we were getting ready. So this is the Horror Game Club. Today we're gonna get to know these people. These are all streamers who are either horror streamers or play horror or are a horror content creator of some format. So we're going to chat about our experiences with horror. And then each month, one of us will take a turn to choose a horror game for us all to go and play. And this being the first one, I have chosen a game for us, so I will reveal that later on in the show. And we'll go away and play it. There's a lot of people who've showed an interest in the chat in playing the game as well, so we'll also pop a link up if you guys want to go and play it, so you can come and chat to us on the next episode. Then you can. But the five of us will go and play it. We'll be sharing in the Discord and on Twitter and things when each person is playing it, so you can go and watch them. And then we'll come back together and we'll share our reviews and stories and clips, and we'll do that each month. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So Creation X, do you want to kick us off and tell everyone a little bit about yourself and your content and your experience with horror and horror games?
I get to go first, huh?
Yeah.
Whew. All right. So these things make me nervous. Anyway, guys, I'm Creation X. Oh, hold on one second. Yeah, Mom? Yeah. No, Mom, I'm in that thing, that horror thing. Yeah, with all those really hot bitches. She said it, not me. Yeah, okay, Mom. No, what's for lunch? Meatloaf? No, I want meatloaf again, Mom. Yeah. What? When am I moving out? Mom, I'm never moving out. I'm your forever kid. Damn it. Sorry about that, guys. Are we live yet? Are we live?
Clip it.
Okay, guys, I'm Creation X.
Clip it out of context.
You guys don't know me. You guys don't know me, but I've been making monsters for 28 years. I'm just kind of getting into the horror game thing. I played some horror games years ago. Left 4 Dead was a huge game for me. I probably played the hell out of that. I played until 3-4 a.m. with my friends. But until recently, I've only experienced Phasmophobia. But I watched Lazy Panda, I watched Slashly, I watched Razor Red. I just got introduced to Let Loose, so I'm sorry. But I'm excited to try these games. I'm excited to be part of this, and I can't wait to make some content and join in the fun here. It's going to be awesome. Thank you so much for the invite, Lazy Panda.
No, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Appreciate you.
Slashly, how about you?
Sorry about my mom.
No, it's all right.
Well, hi, I'm Slashly, and I've been streaming now for 6 years, but horror games and just horror in general have been a part of my life for I don't even know how long. My brother is the one who actually was always playing Resident Evil games, and I was the one that was watching and terrified at the same time, but was still like captivated by it all. Original like first Resident Evil, the sounds of the zombies are just like still to this day the creepiest thing. Sorry, Fester and Morticia are like taking down my
Fester and Morticia.
yeah, they're taking down my my window back there. But yeah, so I stream a lot of horror games. It doesn't necessarily mean that I do well with them because I do get scared quite a bit still. Psychological horror is my favorite, both movies and also video games, even though like it definitely like makes me feel a type of way. But if there's a certain one that also has a really good storyline, I'm all here for it. So yeah, and I'm really pumped for this. I haven't been a part of something like this in any time that I've been streaming, so I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's really cool. And yeah, thank you, Lazy, for putting this together, and a cool group of people to be doing this with. So I have some ideas for games already. So yeah,
love that.
So yeah, we're gonna have fun with that.
Absolutely love that. Luce, do you want to go next?
Oh God, the pressure. See, everything Slashy's just said, I'm like, oh damn it.
Sorry.
No, I'm quite similar to Slashy though. I've been like streaming for 5 years ish. Probably done and focused on horror games for most of that time. I'm very similar in the sense that it's always been a part of my life, but when I was younger, I didn't so much play them with enjoyment. I tried them, got scared, and then revisited them when I was older. So stuff like Silent Hill and Resident Evil were those games, and then I went back to them, and then the rest is history in that sense. But yeah, I'm super excited for this because same as Slashly, I've never been involved. It's been such a hard thing for me, especially to like connect with other horror streamers because they are so. There's not a load of them, but it is getting bigger and bigger, so it's really good to see. So I'm really excited for this. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. So thanks, Panda.
No worries. Okay, Red.
I'm Red, and I've got an itchy armpit. One second. I've been streaming for I think 6-7 years now. I am predominantly an art streamer, but somehow all of my YouTube and TikTok content is horror. Like, and I'm a little bit different, I think, to these guys because
I left you to last for a reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like horror. I don't like it. I don't like it, but my community love it. And I guess what my creatures want, my creatures get. I've actually been dodging horror games for the last like 3 weeks or so, going, oh guys, this painting's really taking a long time. I don't know if we're gonna have time for one. So like we'll get back into that. But yeah, I'm a nerd as well. I'm a gamer. And to be honest with you, when I was younger, I used to cope a lot better with a lot of the horror games. I played all the classics, all the Resident Evils, like the Silent Hills and stuff like that. For some reason in my older age, I just can't, it just messes me up more. It's taken me like weeks to get over these things. I have terrible nightmares, but they love.
Oh, I'm gonna screw up your whole week. I'm gonna screw up your
you're
whole
gonna
month.
screw up my life now.
Yeah.
Because apparently I'm funny when I'm shitting myself.
You really are.
You not think it's funny, like. But no, this is really fun. And when Panda was like, "Yo, do you want to get involved in this?" I was like, "Yeah, definitely." Like, mostly for the awesome content, really fun people to me, and I also feel like if we're all playing it together, then maybe I'm like not as alone. Like it's like we're all going through it together.
Yep.
Like sometimes I'm like,
Like
yeah,
war.
somebody
Yeah.
say
It's like
something
war.
in the chat, I feel
Yep.
alone. Yeah. It's like, so yeah. So there's safety in numbers, guys. Apparently, not in creation, because creation's like it's
Hold
war.
my hand.
You
Hold
would
my
shoot
hand.
me in the leg and leave me for the zombies to eat, so you could get away faster, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not the fastest runner, but I'm smart. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna off you as soon as the zombie apocalypse starts.
I love it. Yeah, I do have to warn you that the first game is a solo game, so we'll be playing it, just not at the same time.
I'm ready for this.
Just to prepare you for that. Red's like, no, I thought I was all multiplayer. No.
I'm so scared.
You are, yeah. I would, yeah. So when it comes to scares in horror games, guys, well, what do you find the most scary? Like, is it the jump scares or the tension? What is it that really, really gets you in a game or a movie or horror in general for those who haven't played a lot?
That's an excellent question, if you don't mind.
Yeah, no, jump in. Go for it.
Ladies, I didn't mean to
Like,
jump in front.
surprise.
No, you're good.
When I was younger, I would say jump scares, right? But as I've gotten older, I think more psychological horror, things that really bake into your brain when you're thinking about it late at night. That's what really affects me now. Jump scares still get me. Don't get me wrong. I think I played Demonologist with Slashly, and there's so many jump scares in that game. And I am very jumpy, but I think it's a reflex for survival, right? Like a big guy makes this big loud shriek, and people don't know what to expect from that. So so jump scares do get me, but they don't stick with me. It doesn't linger, right? But psychological really gets me. The things you don't see on screen would really stick with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. What you
Oh,
can't
yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about that.
Dark corridors and doorways for me. Anything that's like you can see into it, but you can't see into it. That's
The
what.
unknown.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like when you-
I'll hover for like 5 minutes before you have to walk down a corridor in a game, and I'm there going. with my character. Like, so that gets me hardcore. Psychological is definitely worse.
Someone once told me,
Yeah.
actually, funnily enough, it was during playing this game, the first time I played it, that I'm going to get you guys to play. Someone once told me when you're too scared to go and do something or move forwards in a horror game, to scream really loud, like you're
And
going
just
into
go.
battle.
Cry.
There's a
Yeah,
clip
yeah,
somewhere of me
There's
playing this
sometimes
game,
the
just
kids
going,
of me going,
Yeah.
as I run
Yeah.
at whatever I'm supposed to do.
Does anyone
Yeah.
else feel like when they're actually playing, they're going like this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's gonna make
I've
a
done that.
difference.
Yep.
Yeah.
like I'm gonna
Yeah.
sleep.
And I mean, to branch off of what Creation said too, that psychological horror that like literally gives you that pit in your stomach where
Yeah.
you're just like, I really don't want to do this. Like,
Yeah.
I really don't want to go. Also, crawlers.
But at the same time, you
Are
love
like-
it. At the same time, you love it. Right?
Exactly. Like you
Mm.
get
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
it's just yeah.
Apart from
But
red.
crawlers, anything that's crawling at me, I just
Yeah,
if that's IRL, if they're crawling on the wall,
Yeah.
crawling all contorted or anything,
Yeah, I'll second
yeah,
that.
yeah, you're done. If it's a person that's trying to play a trick on me, you're done.
Yeah, I will,
Like,
I will
that's-
kick you into the next dimension.
Yeah, like that's it. Nope, not having it. So yeah, I think that psychological.
That's weird you say that because I see Jay Coffee laying on your floor all the time behind you. I'm always like, I see legs. What's happening?
Yep, he finally, got a desk. I let him have a desk.
He's
and,
upgraded.
Yeah, he definitely upgraded from there. But I mean, gore, definitely. I'm not really big on like a lot of gore. More so like torture. I should say torture is more like one of those things that like I'm like, yeah, like it's there. Like that's gross. That sucks. Like Terrifier movies weren't really like my cup of tea for horror too.
I'm with
And
you.
I'd rather like instead of just watching somebody brutally like dismembered for like 10 minutes, I'd rather have the psychological part of it than
Yeah.
watching that.
Gore doesn't bother me that much either. It's
Yeah.
more like definitely things like anything that's peeping. Now you guys have all played horror games, so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
when you walk into a room, something's
Oh
just
my God.
peeping.
Yeah.
And you're, oh my god, it's peeping. Like, yeah.
Oh man.
Anything that's peeping or something that you didn't like you walked in, you didn't see it at first, and then all of a sudden you kind of notice it, the little things like that, or something
Yeah.
that just runs past, or it's normally the
Oh,
more
man.
paranormal ones that get me, the ghosty ones, rather than the sort of like, or unless you're in a game where the murderer is stalking you and you can't see them,
Mhm.
Yeah.
like
the
then
unseen.
that gets, yeah. So I feel you on the gore thing. The gore thing,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, there's some guts. Oh, okay, there's some,
I got
Yeah,
some
I-
games for
I
you,
am the
Red,
same.
for sure.
I'm
I'm the
starting to
same, I'm
feel
the
guilty
same.
about my game, not gonna lie.
I'm not telling you anymore what I don't like.
I already
Just
know. Luce, what were you gonna say?
Panda's making
Yeah.
her list.
Uh-huh.
I'm the
Like,
same
oh,
with gore.
okay.
Like gore doesn't really bother me. It doesn't like I don't go into a terror mode with it. But for me, when it comes to especially with games, if they're like real life situations, so I find like the serial killer ones or the stalking ones.
Like
sit
a
with me,
Chiller's
like, 'cause
Art.
they're very like psychological as well. I think it's sort of a common theme for all of
happen.
us. It's
Could
literally,
happen,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Something that could genuinely be real. I'm a bit
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, this freaks me out.
Yep.
Also, mannequins, not here for it.
Oh, I feel you so hard.
Not
Every game
here
I play.
for it. I don't. Everyone, they're in everyone.
There's a
all the
lot of
time.
manic-
Everybody's
all the time. Like
I'm not here for it.
I got so many clips of me going, not another fucking mannequin.
I haven't played a
Amen.
game with a mannequin yet.
Whole game, not another
I
mannequin.
just don't get it. Why do they have to be in every single one? Like, who has a mannequin in their house all the time? No.
KX does.
That is,
Yep.
yeah.
You.
Out of
My-
here.
My community will definitely know that I'm not a fan of mannequins at all. So yeah.
Yeah, I feel like so
We're
much
talking real dolls, right? Not mannequins, real dolls. Is that?
real.
Real dolls as well. I don't know what it is. Just
They're
yes,
creepy.
They're just weird.
They're just creepy.
People that collect them, I have a word with yourselves. No,
I can handle dolls, but like,
no, the dolls aren't so bad. It's just the mannequins. I don't know if it's because they're faceless. I don't know
it's,
what
yeah,
it is.
yeah, it's faceless, and it like genuinely in the dark, they're very menacing. to
Yes.
look at, because it
And
is
it-
like a person just standing there.
Yeah, and it's the
And-
ones in games where you turn around and then they move and you look.
Oh yeah,
back
you
and
know
they
that
move.
shit's coming at you. Like,
Yep.
how many times are you like, don't you move? Don't you move? And then all of a sudden it's like, at you.
Yeah.
Disappointed.
Don't Google real dolls. Thanks for that advice,
100%.
Nikki.
100%.
Don't Google that.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Well, someone asked there, what about chasing games? How do you
Nope.
feel about like your Outlast and those kind of games where
Oh,
you're being
fuck
chased?
that.
I don't like
Not here- not here for it. Play them all the time. Absolutely hate them.
The very
they're
first
they're
Outlast.
probably my worst ones.
The first
Yeah.
Outlast is terrifying.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've just recently done
That's
that
a
last
masterpiece
week.
of a horror game.
It's
Like,
a
It
really
took
good
me-
game.
I don't have any
yeah.
experience with it.
Oh, creation.
You're gonna be,
It's
she's gonna be
like
writing
a year
down.
to
We've
play
got
that
lists.
game.
One
We've
of
got
those might have
lists
to
for
put
you.
that on the list because that is like
Outlast
you
is
like,
so good.
like, I can appreciate
It's
like a
amazing.
good horror game, even though I
Yeah.
hate them. Do you know what I mean? And the first Outlast as a horror game is an absolute masterpiece.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
The first one is the best.
Yeah.
100%.
terrifying.
If I
And so
can't-
old as it is as well.
Yeah, if I can't defend myself and beat the shit out of whatever's coming at me, it like already is on like a level 10 for me.
Yeah.
Because if I
100%.
just have to hide and run, yeah,
It's- yeah.
that's where that anxiety, that's where that psychological part of it comes in, because it's just like you're defenseless. I
Yeah.
hate
Yeah.
that. I hate that
Yeah.
so much.
I'm
I
with
don't
you there,
get
Slashy.
scared in the chase. I find that for me, there's like games that I find really scary, and then games that I say I find really intense. Like
Yeah.
Outlast Trials are super intense, but I don't feel like I'm as on edge or at that as I do when I'm playing a psychological horror when I'm being chased. It's a bit like Devour as well, although it does have the jump scares as well. it can be terrifying,
Jump
but like
scares do mean
just
Devour.
really intense being chased sequences I don't find as scary, but I love them. I still get that same adrenaline rush from it. I suppose it's a different kind of fear being chased, but no, I don't find them as terrifying. It's those ones for me. It's all about atmosphere and the build up of that tension, and like the audio plays such a huge part in that. I know that
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know that Red's played
Sounds
Madison.
in horror
3D.
games.
I know you
3D
played
audio
Madison,
in
and
horror
for
games.
me, Madison is like the that game. The sound made it. That's still to this day the scariest game I've ever played, and it's all down. I don't know if Luce and Slash have played it.
Yeah.
It's
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I played it.
you have to do that one,
Yeah.
Creation. The sound is just so immersive. Like normally when you're streaming, for me, I come in and out of that immersion in a horror game, and the fear drops down a little bit. But with Madison, it was just there all the time. The fear just never
Yeah.
left, and so much of that was down to the sound and the music in that game. And if it's building that tension, then the jump scares really get me.
Yeah.
I can say I haven't played Madison, but just for Phasmophobia, I love when you walk in the door and it has that very hollow sound. It's
Yeah.
a very
Oh,
lonely
yeah.
sound.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they achieve that, but it's very very interesting. So I'm assuming Madison has kind of the same thing. Like you feel
Yeah,
very
there's a
alone.
little
The
there's
slow
sound in
or-
There's
Madison is
sound
some
there.
of the best sound I've ever
It
heard
is.
in a horror
Yeah.
game.
Is I've
'Cause
played
I think that was the last one I played, and it was like I was like, I'm not playing this again.
no, I was like, I'm not playing it again.
I'm not playing this again.
And I enjoy
VR
horror.
mode,
It's an
guys.
amazing game.
It's got VR mode.
Oh, can you
That-
imagine?
Oh god, I know. Why?
Can you imagine?
Nope.
Nah.
Have
No.
you guys played Visage?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't finish it. but-
Never again.
You did?
Ever.
I love Facade.
That was like that's up there for like
Yeah.
one of my favorite
That's
games.
number
to-
one
Same.
for me.
for-
Like,
Yeah.
For me, I
If
had
you want
probably
that,
some of the scariest
Yeah.
sequences in it. I
Yes.
I found
Yeah.
myself coming out of it a little bit. With some of the
Yeah.
puzzles were a bit
yep.
well, that's
like
what I'm saying.
took
it's
me
like the
away
stress
from the
of it,
fear a
isn't it?
little bit because I was getting annoyed with the puzzles, and
Yeah.
I find I didn't see it as immersed in it. But some of the sequences, like with the camera, the woman with the
Yep.
where you take the photo and she appears. Holy shit!
Yep.
That's the
And
scariest stuff.
It had story to it.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like this person was dead following you. You learned like how they got to that point. So I thought it was like really good. Like all those chapters that they had too was
Mhm.
just that's one of
Lengthy.
my favorites for sure. Yeah,
It's
very
lengthy.
lengthy.
Yeah.
it doesn't stop. Like I was like, when does this end?
Yeah.
I think I got about 42 hours out of that game or something.
Oh,
like
wow.
well, the puzzles are incredibly difficult.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's very challenging game. So it's a lot of kind of walk around and just wait to walk to the right point till something triggers something.
Yeah.
And it's that kind of makes it also terrifying.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of people peeping in it. You know, let's talk about.
Oh,
peeping.
that's what I was thinking of. I was like, oh, Red, have you played this game where that bitch Dolores is just like in the
Dolores,
back-
man.
There's a lot of peeping. Yeah.
oh my gosh, I could not
I've
stand
done the
her.
Dolores chapter.
But she's just like, what are you doing?
I didn't finish it because it
Get
broke.
outta
It broke my
here.
PC. It was back when I was on one
Finish
PC
it.
and it broke it. So I'm actually gonna be revisiting it at some point.
Oh my gosh.
To actually
yes.
complete it because I only did a few chapters and then the PC went caputo. So
I vowed I would never play Visage again. But Creation, if you haven't played Visage, Let Loose. Have you played Visage? Because yeah,
I'm adding
you
these games
played
to my list right now. I got
yeah,
Outlast
for
in
real?
there.
I'd
Let's see where
play
it's
it again.
Visage.
You'd play it again?
I would, because this is the type of thing
You're out
like,
of control.
Yes.
but like if I would do it like years later, it's the same with Madison. I've
Yep.
done Madison twice, so I did it on release and then
Love
I waited and I came back to it because if something has like, if it's that good, I still stress about. Like I still had the same reaction as if I'd never played it before,
Yeah.
even though I
Keep quiet.
obviously knew. It's I don't know. Maybe I've got issues. I don't know, but I don't
no, I get it. I mean, I've played the game I've chosen. I've played and it scared the shit out of me. But I played it quite a while. I mean, it was only a year or so
Scared you.
ago. But
I'm
I
not
would
gonna
play
have
it
a fucking
again.
Chance.
Yeah, it did scare me. I did pick up really scary. I'm not gonna lie. It's a baptism of fire. Well, I found it scary anyway. It's all very relative. I think. I know Red's gonna find it scary. I don't know about the rest of you.
So for a game like Visage, do you let your chat like help you figure out these puzzles?
I do.
Or
You can. It's
do, yeah,
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
just chat's always way smarter than me.
Yeah.
It's a really lengthy game and there's a lot
Yeah.
to it. So to be honest with you, if I had not have let the chat get, because I know sometimes we don't like backseating and you want to discover it yourself.
Yeah.
But it is like the sort of thing where the puzzles are so intensely difficult, and they
Yeah.
are, that if you don't let chat help you, you'll be playing this. You could just it would have took me about 60 hours to complete.
Yeah.
If I hadn't have, you know, I think I got like 2 12-hour streams out of it and then some, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like definitely let them help you figure it out, because
Yeah.
it is one of those games where you kind of feel like then you've got a bit of like pep behind you, like
Yeah.
yeah, come on guys,
Cool.
I'm not alone, we can do this.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm always asking chat to hold my hand. Like-
It's that thing, isn't it? It's like you're all kind of doing it together in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I am the same. Like I'm not a big backseat gamer fan, but I'm
Mhm.
like definitely when it comes to those puzzle based games, I'm like, yep. If you
Yeah,
guys
we did
wanna-
the same for Madison. as
Yeah,
well.
Yeah.
I think there's
Yeah.
depending on the game, there's a time and a place for it, isn't there? I've been playing
Yeah.
I've been playing Poppy Playtime. I'm on chapter
nice.
4, and one of the best parts of those games is figuring out the puzzles. I love the puzzles,
Yeah.
and I mean my Kit community are great. They don't get involved, but I was multi-streaming on
TikTok.
TikTok, and oh my, they're awful.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my
TikTok
god!
are a
I ended up
nightmare.
shouting at them, and I never shout in chat. But I was like, "Will you guys fucking stop it?" Every single
TikTok
time.
are a nightmare.
Yeah,
for
They're
backseat
so
gaming.
bad. And before you even get a second, because they're tricky puzzles, but they're not impossible, and they're fun to figure out. And that's the content is figuring them out. Yeah, so I'm not a
Yeah.
fan of backseat gaming unless we kind of say
I
that
don't
we're
like
having it.
backseat gaming. It's the glory of figuring it as gamer glory.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's like I want to figure this
Yeah.
out, and then you get it, and you're like, yes, you bastard.
Exactly.
Yep.
All right. So,
It's like I don't care if this takes me an hour. I'm doing it.
Yep.
I
remember
don't think
one
I'd do it for an hour.
person-
But that point
No,
I've
I
asked for help.
wouldn't, but-
Yeah, there was one person that got so mad as I was playing a game and I was just on a puzzle, probably like, I don't know, like a few minutes in. And they were so mad because they were trying to backseat and they're like, fine, you know what? She's never going to finish this game. I'm like, bro, like calm down, man. Like, I'm just.
Girls can't play
I'm just
games.
gonna-
She'll never finish it.
She'll never finish it. I'm like, oh my lord, man. Like, calm your tits. Like, it's all good. I promise I'll get it.
I've got one of your fans in the chat, like, loose.
Oh, don't. That's my mom, Rob. I'm not even responding.
Was it
to
Rob? Is it
Yeah.
Rob? Fuck's sake.
Thanks for the support, babe.
Oh man, that's
That's
great.
brilliant. Welcome in Let Loose's calcium cannons.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a troll or something that was like following. Well, I mean, it
No.
kind of is.
Sadly, we wish, but no.
Brilliant.
But I do think that replayability, especially with games now, is huge.
Mhm.
Like, because there's so much repetitiveness
Yeah.
that happens, and you're just like, okay, yeah, that was cool. That was That was fun, but if something sticks with you where you're like, I'm gonna want to play that game
Mhm.
maybe a year from now, or yeah, I think that's really cool if a game can like really stick with you and really make you like excited to stream it. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
that's huge too.
100%.
I think
For me,
that's
it's
I think
the
that's quite
opposite.
hard to achieve in the like psychological horror side of,
Oh, yeah.
of things. You've
Oh,
got
yeah.
you've got like your story horrors, like your Last of Us and your Resident Evil style. Those style of games I've always got. Like I play Last of Us every year. You guys, a lot of you guys do Resident Evil and Silent Hill, and we'll revisit it. But with your kind of one-off things like Madison or like some of the smaller ones that once you played them, they could only be an hour long, and it's hard to have that replayability in that style of a game.
But
Yeah.
for me, if I don't want to play it again, it's a good horror game. If I'm like, I'm not playing this again, guys, then it's like, then it was good. I'm like, why would I ever want to put myself through this again? Here we are.
I don't know, but you do.
Does anyone lock their door when they play a game? I have to make sure I lock my door because my daughter loves scaring me. Even when I'm playing like a Warzone game, I'll be in the middle of playing a game and she'll sneak up, like she'll crawl in, climb up
Oh,
the chair,
no.
climb up and like grab my shoulders,
that.
or yeah, it's bad. It's bad. She
Oh, you would
gets
not be
such a
my
kick
kid
out of
anymore.
doing that.
No, I,
You know what?
No,
You
I
never
feel
were.
like we
For me, my apartment is kind of like, it's like an open plan. So it's like my stream room's like a mezzanine. It's got little stairs that go down. So
Mm.
behind my drawing, well, drawing is painting. I always tell people off for that. It's painting, right? Fucking sorry. Excuse me. And there's the stairs that go down, and then it overlooks my kitchen and stuff. So I can't close the door, which is why this is me. So I try to play horror games when Mag is in the apartment, but this is probably going to be that I'm going to have to play when Mag isn't here. And so sometimes I hear weird shit, like, because it's just, but there's no door
Echoes.
to, like, it's just the
Yeah, yeah.
staircase, and it's like, sometimes
Yeah.
I'll peep over the banister.
Just waiting for something to crawl up.
Oh, shut the fuck up,
Oh no,
man. No,
no.
won't say that. Nothing's gonna do that. Sweden's a nice place. We don't have that. We don't have crawlers here.
Yeah. The way my apartment is set up, like my door is right over here. So it's right next to me. I keep it open, but the way the bedroom is, we have a long hallway. And so our bed literally like you look down the hall and you could just like when it's dark, it's just pitch black.
Oh no.
And I'm like, all it takes, and sometimes the cats will literally be like looking down the hall. I'm like, you better go to sleep. Go sleep. Like
Oh,
this
no.
needs nope.
Broken.
No.
No, I have to sleep with the door closed. I've got a thing about open doorways and corridors. Like I said
No,
before, that
that's-
scares me a lot
yeah.
in horror games when it's a dark doorway. I can't deal with that. So, yeah, which made Mag sad because before he got with me, he'd just sleep with the doors open because he's like, I get hot. And I'm like, I don't care. We're closing it. I want to know if something's coming into the room at night.
This has nothing to do with horror. I just find it funny that anytime a woman speaks in the guy's voice, it's always the dumbest voice they could make. And you just made the dumbest voice for Meg. I'll get hot.
I'll get hot.
My wife does the same for me.
That's why you get hot.
That's exactly how I think Mark sounds.
But do you want to be hot or do you want to get murdered in silence? Like,
A closed door is actually safer in a house in case of fire. Just saying.
it is as well. There's
Safety
other-
first. Safety first,
Yeah.
people.
See, shut up, Mag. He's not even here, but whatever.
Shut up, Mag. Shut up, Mag.
Shut up, Mag. Shut up. Oh my God, somebody clip that so I can send that to him.
Done.
I'm sorry, Meg.
I have to say the door being open or closed doesn't bother me, but the games don't really stay with me. I don't know why. I can get really scared when I'm in them, but like I say, as soon as I come out of that, it's gone. It's just it doesn't
really?
stay with
Wow.
me at all.
Oh, I'm
You're
not
out.
like that. I have to. I don't know. In my office is a little bit small, and I have obviously my big green screen, so I feel very naked today. So that sometimes freaks me out a little bit because the door is literally behind my green screen, and when I'm playing a game, I always feel like
Mm.
something's gonna come
Oh
behind
yeah.
me, and I'm like this constantly. But
Oh, that
I'm
possibly.
like that.
Like I can see my
Green-
door
green
at all
screen
times if I
peeping.
want to.
That's what I mean. I can't see
Yeah.
my
What if
door,
the
so I'm
killer's
like-
wearing a green screen costume? You'd never see him.
Don't.
Green morph suit
Luce is
just
going to be
comes
doing
in.
Yeah,
that soon, you know?
exactly.
Yes, I am being. Yes, my chat
into your room like-
finally persuaded me to do the morph suit.
Oh.
No, you're doing the morph suit. I love it. I watched Luce.
that'd be-
Was it one of your subathons? When you painted your face green with the green screen.
Look,
that was one of my favorite
I
moments.
was
ever.
long hours in. It's like 32. I think we were like 32 hours of
It
not
was
slept or whatever.
Absolutely brilliant.
And they were like, I was like, you can choose what I'm going to do my face paint as. They were like, paint it green. I was like, okay.
Oh, that's
was-
great.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, I'm not going to live that one down, I don't think. But
You
No,
know
it's-
what another one is like if you see eyes in the dark. Almost like if you guys have watched Amityville, the
Yeah.
original,
Yeah.
oh my god.
where they're looking
yeah.
out the window and all you see are the red eyes
Yeah.
that just pop up. Oh,
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
terrified me when I was a kid.
Yeah.
yes.
100%.
Like, I
same with me.
literally ran out of the room.
I live by
when-
the house.
Do you
That's
actually?
funny.
Oh my
Really?
God.
That is really cool.
That's so
Oh my god, that's
cool.
amazing.
We're
I
all
love
going to
When I was
creations.
when I was a kid,
Yeah.
it still had the windows, but they've redone it so it doesn't have those windows anymore.
Oh, so
doesn't
it doesn't
the
look
same.
like a
That's
face.
still
Like,
very
Yeah.
cool.
Right.
yeah.
Have you
Well,
ever seen
you're-
any weird shit?
Have I seen weird shit? I've experienced weird shit, but do we have to talk about that here?
Oh, we don't have to.
Oh,
We
that-
don't
I laid
have
down on
to,
the
but now,
couch.
now we want to.
Yeah,
Now we
I'm
do.
like
Now we
very
wanna know.
interested. Yep.
we have a weird path called Sweet Hollow Road, and apparently under the underpass you have to say Bloody Mary 3 times or something like that, and she's
Oh,
supposed to
screw
appear.
that.
And some weird stuff has happened there. I haven't seen a form yet, but you know, lights blink in the car and stuff like that. So that was this is all when I was a kid. It was weird. It was definitely weird. And I've had sleep paralysis before with a figure in the room. Has anyone ever
I've
experienced that?
experienced that, yes.
That
It
just gave
is
me the chills.
horrible.
Yeah, I have. Like, that
They-
was
they-
literally about a year ago for me.
Oh wow, recently? Yeah. Mine was a while ago. Thankfully, I haven't had it again. But there's a figure in the room. You can't scream. You're trying to scream. You can't move. It's just a dark figure. Mine had a hat on, like a big brimmed hat, and it is just scary. I couldn't wake my wife up. At the time, she was my girlfriend. You know, but you can't do anything. You were just locked in. Terrifying.
I'm
Absolutely
gonna be
terrifying.
honest with you. Like, I don't really talk about it that much because like I'm into spooky shit and but I never. You know how you never until you see it for yourself. You're always like I've always been like, yeah, this stuff is real, but then only when I saw it for myself was I like, shit. And no jokes. It's like I think this is only the second time I've ever said this on a stream, but so I had to call a more experienced witch in to get rid of that shit. Like that was like really, and it only happened because Mag gets up a lot earlier than I do to go to work. He'd get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning and leave, and then that's when it would happen. Every time, never when he was in the house, never when he was there. And it was like I've never seen, and I've seen a new game that's come out as well that's like about a sleep demon. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
I've seen
was
that
like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I
Take
would
that
be
off
able
the
to
list.
fucking play that, man. Like, I mean, like, because yeah, I have experienced that as well, though, and that is
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
Sleep paralysis
terrifying.
is awful.
Yeah.
I don't wish it on anyone.
No, I've had it before.
Yeah, that
it's
was scary
terrible.
as fuck, man. And yeah, black figures, like a black figure, like same, like.
Except for
really...
maybe Let Loose. I think you need to experience that once.
No, don't you don't.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I think she said she has.
I've had sleep paralysis before, 100%.
Oh, you have? Oh, I'm so
yeah,
sorry.
yeah. Awful, absolutely
awful.
horrendous. And then I ended up playing a sleep paralysis game, and I was like,
No.
never.
Did that
Like,
trigger it?
yeah.
Did you have it after that?
I did 2 days later. I did.
Oh,
which I thought was
wow.
really weird. So I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, is this connected? Maybe, I don't know, but I don't know whether that was because it was still in my head from playing the game, or yeah, weird.
I experienced some weird dreams. Like if my dreams are very, I feel vivid, and it always is from stuff that like I am playing, that I watch, anything. But it's not really nightmares, but like yeah, it sticks with me. But yeah.
Yeah, this was different from a nightmare because I've had nightmares. You know what I mean? You know when
Yeah,
it's different, and it was
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
this is. Do you know in movies when a character's dreaming,
Mhm.
like, but then they all of a sudden wake up and they're in a
Yeah.
different place.
Yes.
That's how it would end, and you'd be like,
Oof.
that just happened. That didn't happen. Do you know what's quite funny? It's not funny at all. What's quite cool? Mihi came to visit me and he saw it
No way.
in my
Oh my
pads.
god, that's
That's
so
so
He
creepy.
saw it standing on the because it's all open plan. So where he was sleeping on the pull-out bed in the living room, he saw it standing on the staircase, and it looked like me. Because he was like, "What were you doing in the middle of the night, just standing on the staircase, Red?" And I was
my
like,
God.
that
I'm getting,
put
like,
chills
full
on the back of
on
my
it.
Yeah.
neck.
And I
Oh my
didn't
god.
told him about it. Like
Oh
I didn't.
I would have
tell him
left.
about-
You leave the
I
house.
was gonna say I would have been out.
You're on your
I
own,
didn't tell
Mihi.
him
See you
about it
later.
until like months later.
Oh my
Because
God.
I was like, well, it's weird you say that because, like, you know, so I didn't tell him about it at the time. And when I did tell him about it, he was like, I saw you on the staircase.
Oh,
And I was like, that wasn't me,
Oh,
mate.
no.
Like,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
my
Scary.
exit,
Who are you
my
gonna
only
call?
exit's the
Cosmodi?
window. Like, I'm going out that window.
Oh yeah,
like,
100%.
nope.
I
No,
don't care how far down it is.
Like,
I'm eating
I'll
myself.
text you later.
Yeah. Bye. Friends anymore.
It's so creepy.
But yeah, that's so
Creepy, yeah.
crazy. Like how we were all just talking about like chills, getting chills.
I
from stuff
proper
like
got
that.
chills
It's
there.
Oh, yeah,
so
I did too.
crazy how that stuff. I always think when stuff like that gives you chills, I'm like, I don't know if it's like a what is it called? Like you have like a certain energy or something like of something being real,
Mm.
and it's
Like a
just
sixth
like
sense.
yeah, like it's
Yeah.
oof, yeah. So that's.
See, I very much sit on the fence. I'm not like a full believer in these
Don't do that,
things.
Chris.
I'm someone who doesn't believe or not believe something unless it is proven
Yeah,
or
I'm the
disproven.
same.
That's kind of where I sit. I'm not like a complete cynic who's like, nah, that's bullshit. But I'm also not like completely, yeah, that's all real, because I haven't experienced it. It hasn't been proven to me
Yeah.
in my life. So, but I find it so fascinating. I find it really, really
Yeah.
interesting. And yeah, and it's still really fucking creepy. so yeah. I've not experienced anything like that. I do, when you said about vivid dreams and stuff though, and the difference between just a nightmare, I do suffer from night terrors where you're kind of awake but not, and I will like wake up and see something in the room. It can be like somebody coming in the door, but the door's shut. It's still my subconscious, but it's so real to me that I am fucking terrified. I have woken up my other half so many times, like screaming and telling him someone's coming to kill us. I actually one time
Oh wow.
sat up bolt upright and screamed, like he said it was like a blood curdling scream, like someone was trying to murder me. But as I sat up, I elbowed him in the face and gave him a black eye.
Oh no.
No.
Literally
no.
gave him a black eye. We had to go to my parents' house that weekend, and he's going to town on how I beat him.
Struck him. Like,
But they are
Nice cover story,
absolutely
Panda.
yeah, right?
like,
Yeah.
Sure.
Tell him I woke up in the middle of the night and it was an
Night terrors. Who's gonna believe that? What judge is gonna believe that?
Why night terrors?
Sure.
I mean,
It's a night
sometimes they
terror
would
for
deserve it, but
I gotta stand up for the guys here. I'm sorry.
but they are absolutely terrifying. But I don't, a lot of the time as well, I don't actually remember what I was scared of. Like I have
Yeah.
woken up
Yeah.
screaming in floods of tears, absolutely terrified for my life, physically sitting up in my bed, but no idea what I am scared of.
Yeah.
It's crazy. The subconscious mind is a crazy thing.
I absolutely love my
Right?
nightmares.
Sage.
You love them?
You love
Do
him?
they
If-
give
if
you
I- if I could-
ideas and
if-
stuff?
Yeah, if I no, but if I get out of a nightmare, I try to get back into it. I try to like I'm mad when I'm out of them.
I get
'Cause I
that
think
for
it's just
when
so
the
cool.
ones
You're living in
like,
this other world.
when I'm sleeping and it's a story, it's like something's happening. I get frustrated if it doesn't get to the end. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
I get
yeah,
that. But
yeah,
these night terrors
yeah.
don't have
Yeah.
a lot of context or story to
I
them.
just
They're
like
just
dreams where I'm eating.
Fear.
Especially when the harem comes in, right? Everyone has that dream too. There's just a harem of
Oh,
no,
I thought you said heroin.
Is that my nightmare?
I was like, that's a whole
I-
Oh, when
I
he
literally
like
thought you
when the
said
80s movies come in.
heroin.
Like, that's it. Like creation chasing the 80s movies. Like, I'm gonna get you.
My nightmares might be different than your nightmares. Yeah, it might be very different.
Yeah. Oh my god, I love it. So have you ever played a game
I'm
or
losing-
watched a
I'm losing
movie
friends
or
today.
anything that has given you nightmares for long periods of time, like recurring nightmares?
Yeah, Visage.
Massage.
Yeah. I dreamt about Dolores for like weeks.
Oh, I can't stand Dolores. She's still that one that's just
She's just a bit of Betty.
What game is she in? What game is she from?
Visage.
Visage.
I keep a baseball
okay.
bat
I have it
next
in my
to
cart.
bed for
Yeah.
that bitch now.
It's 40%
She's-
off right now. I'm ordering it.
Oh,
Get
do it.
Get it. It's
Oh
She-
God, yeah, that's good.
it's
She's
top
a
tier.
peeker. For
Yeah.
sure.
I don't hate
He's
any
gonna
of them as
peep at
much as
ya.
Madison. I'm sorry, and I still get PTSD anytime I have to take a photo in another horror game. I still get Madison PTSD.
I think Madison is a close second to Visage. Like,
Yeah.
hardcore,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
It gave like the same sort of vibes. I remember
Yeah,
playing
this-
Madison and being
Bloonies,
like, you know,
yeah.
this
Yeah.
Fucking
reminds me of
bloonies.
Visage a bit. Like,
puzzles are really difficult as
Yeah.
well. Like
Yeah.
the same sort of challenge, isn't it? Like,
Visage
so-
definitely inspired Madison a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. I think so.
So.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to think if
They're
there's
kind of
any
two
games
standalone
that,
games as well, though. There's not a lot of
Yeah.
other games like them. Like when,
No.
when you play indie, I know me and Luce play a lot of little indie horrors, and there's
There's
loads
short
of them
ones
out there,
like
and there
that.
can be a lot of similarities.
Yeah.
But Madison and Visage kind of stand out on their own.
They are like
Yeah.
peak horror gaming.
Yeah,
they're really
like,
good. They
Yeah,
are really
if,
good.
if you want to play like a horror game, when people say to me, "What horror games?"
Yeah.
are," and I'm like, always Visage, Madison.
Yep.
If you
Like,
if
But
you
it-
want to
they
be
don't have
properly
a VR
scared,
mode.
that's,
Yeah, they're like I would say they are a really good example of how other games can inspire other games, but still stand alone on their own, if that
Mhm.
makes sense. Whereas with indie horrors, a lot of the you like, I know Pano agrees with me that you can sometimes the repetitiveness
Yeah.
is like, wow,
Yeah,
there's a
they're
lot of
great,
that in
the
but- and
smaller
it's good
ones.
to see like little developers create these things. But yeah, a lot of them can.
Oh,
be
it's
very,
another
very
hour of what I've just played 5
Yeah.
times.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah, I get so excited
it-
when you find something a little bit original and a little bit
Yes.
different.
Yes.
Yeah,
There's a small development team called Amika Games, which you guys probably
Yeah.
know. Creation, you should get
Yeah.
involved with them. Anything from Amika Games, they do short games that are about
Yeah.
$3-4 each on Steam.
Yeah.
Really cheap.
Yeah.
I think I've paid $2 for one of them before. Really cheap games. Absolutely bring the rain when it comes
Yeah.
to horror. They do short stories that are all a little bit different. Jump scares are quite similar, but they're really good. I think out of the smaller developers,
Yeah.
if we're talking indie games, I think they're
Indie
like
games are up there, yeah.
top tier. Yeah,
I'm gonna be controversial
indie
here.
games.
I can't get on with the Mika games.
Oh really?
I'm not a
You
huge
know?
fan. No.
I mean, I'm scared of my own shadows.
I mean,
so,
there's
you know what I
definitely
mean?
jump
Like,
scares, but I need more, like, because I've played so many. I need more than just the
Yeah.
jump scares.
enough,
And they
fair
just I
enough.
felt the first one I ever played was Summer of '58, and I played it quite a while ago,
Oh,
actually,
yeah.
quite early on in my
I
thing. And
love that one.
shit out of me.
it definitely had. I had some cracking clips. I think I played that last Halloween, like not this one, the one before, because I've got clips of me and I've got some stupid cat mask on. So it was either just a weird day or it was Halloween. And yeah, it had some cracking jump scares in it. But I found a lot. Again, I'm big on audio, and I found the audio quite disjointed, and I found there was really weird noises happening for absolutely no reason, and it felt to me almost like they just thrown all the spooky noises from the library into the game all at the same time, and I found it all a bit overwhelming, and I was distracted by, why can I hear an alarm clock in this empty room? Why can I hear a rope swinging when there's no rope anywhere?
Discombobulate you a
And
little bit though, because that
I
shit's
think
the
that's
kind of
the-
shit that throws
yeah.
me off.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think that's the point to design.
Yeah, I
kind
think
of
maybe they're
like-
just it's just not for me personally, because a lot I know I've spoken to Luce about it before. A lot of people really like them. Shad's played them before as well, and he really likes them. But I tried to play a few of them. I bought a bundle this Halloween gone, and I played one, and I can't remember which ones now. I played one, and it wasn't great, but it had like a prequel, I think.
There's so many.
And I ended up not finishing the prequel because I found I just wasn't enjoying it, and I found the jump scares in that one quite predictable. And this is what I mean about horror, though. I think especially if you do it all the time, I think it becomes quite personal, quite
Repetitive.
like
It's
what
worse for me when I know it's coming. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
coming! It's coming! It's coming! There it is.
Yeah, at one point I think I was like, hang on, I'm walking down this pathway and I'm like, 1, 2, 3, jump scare, there it is. And at that point I was like,
Yeah.
this is possibly not the game for me, because I want
Yeah.
to be scared. That's what I want out of the
Mhm.
game.
You're jaded. You're jaded.
I think I might be.
Yeah.
I can't
What
remember.
about like observation horror games? Like, there's been quite a lot of those pop out recently.
God.
We played one called Altered Watch.
alternate
that was
alternate
just-
watch?
Alternate Watch.
Yes,
yeah,
I love
which is-
that one.
Which is actually like quite terrifying.
Is it the
Like-
anomaly
Never heard of
games,
it.
like
It's
where
the
you have
anomaly ones, yeah.
Okay.
But it's the
so
camera
you gotta
ones.
spot the difference. You're going on
Yeah.
the security
Like I'm
cameras
on
and you just
observation
got to spot the
duty.
difference. And I think that's like what I was talking about before, when like you see something that isn't supposed to be there, and then all of a sudden you notice it, and you're like,
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Like those ones are they're pretty cool. They get
See,
a bit
those
boring after a
ones-
while though.
I was gonna say those ones for me, I feel like if I'm just sitting there and going through things, like I get bored. And it's like if you have to get up and check on things, and that's a little bit different. But yeah, the anomaly games just really didn't hit for me. But that's that's just my own like
Yeah.
Yeah,
what
I'm
I
with,
like and
I'm
don't
with
like.
Slashy on that one. I think
And this
in-
month we're playing an anomaly game.
No,
Slashy
we're not.
started
Yeah,
off.
I don't dislike
It's only
the
$50.
concept. Yeah, I don't dislike the concept of them. I'm a bit like Slashy. I feel like I have to be, I don't know,
Moving.
doing something, and sometimes if I'm just looking and going through cameras and being like, all right, is that different? Is that different? I kind of switch off a little bit. But there are some anomaly games that involve like walking simulators as well, which I can cope with more.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
See,
I'm
I
the
quite
same.
like
They're
the
not-
camera
They're
ones, but I
fun to
don't.
play with the community and getting
Yeah,
people
I was
to
gonna
sponsor.
say
Yeah,
that's kind of
yeah.
that's
the
more what I
community
enjoy
aspect,
about
yeah.
them.
People can fully backseat in those ones.
Yeah.
Yes,
Like,
that's a
Yeah.
team thing. We did
Yeah.
alternate watch at the end of my stream for like half an hour for a while. We did the same when I
We
got
used to do
I'm on
that at the
observation
end.
duty, and it's more something
Yeah.
I can kind of sit back and do with the community. It's not, but the
Yeah.
walking
Yeah.
anomaly games like your exit 8s, and there's so many of them now. The one on a train and stuff like that. I'm
The staircase one is good. There's
I-
one called Staircase 7, I think it's called.
Yeah.
oh, I've
Oh,
not
I
done
haven't
that
played
one.
that one.
That's
Uh-uh.
terrifying.
See, I like I
that's
I
one
rarely
of the
find them
scariest games I've
scary,
ever played.
but yeah, I'll have to try that.
Like,
I
that
find
one's
like
really
Exit
scary.
8, funnily enough, it must be about a year since I played Exit 8 because I was playing Exit 8 the day I got kick picks. I'll never forget that day. I was playing it, but I wasn't really getting on with it because my ADHD brain was I either overthink it, so I was like walking down that corridor so slowly, checking everything, driving chat insane, or I get distracted and I walk straight past the fucking anomalies. And when I've got chat going on, I discovered I just can't do the solo walk through anomaly ones.
Yeah, Exit 8 didn't scare me. That was one that
No.
didn't scare me.
There was one I played called the Anomaly Project, which has different rooms that you go through, and it has a room with clowns. I don't know how everyone feels about clowns, but I'm not
Oh,
particularly extra scared of clowns. I know a lot of people are. I've got
Yeah,
people in
no.
my community that turn off when I play clown games, but it was the first one that proper scared me. Like most of the anomalies were proper massive jump scares. There's like a doll that jumps at you and peeps at you, and it was honestly I would highly recommend that specific level from the Anomaly Project. It was really, really good. But
I'd rather
There
a jump
is-
scare to a peeper.
There is one that was that I didn't play but I watched, and it was the same thing where you kind of had to catch things that weren't there before, but it was really cool because you were kind of like investigating and trying to figure out like murders that were happening.
ooh,
And
Ah.
it was cool because it branched into like the next story of this person, and
oh, I like the
yeah,
idea of
it's
that.
really cool.
Oh, I like
yeah,
that one.
What was that? Do
yeah.
you remember what it was
So-
called?
I'm gonna have to look
Yeah.
at. Yeah, I'll have to look it up and then I'll message you guys.
Hey, we got another
But
new
it's
check
really
mark in
cool.
the chat. Sorry, Miranda. Congratulations again on the check mark.
Hey,
congratulations.
Congratulations!
Yeah, we're seeing so much of this
Mhm.
recently. It's so wicked. It's
Yes.
like
Like
has
every
been
stream,
lit.
I've got someone coming in with a new check
So
mark. I love it.
That's incredible.
So good. Like, come on, people.
Absolutely love it.
And I love to see it too because
Yeah.
I've been seeing so many people that have just been like grinding, working their ass off,
Mhm.
and they're just like, finally. That recognition is just, I think, is what's really cool. And
Yeah.
it's like when you have a community that bands together and just helps each other out too. I
Wild,
think
isn't
is
it?
really,
Yeah.
it's just
Like,
beautiful. It's a beautiful
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, there was
Well, we spoke and they listened again.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we were like, guys, not everyone's getting the traffic in certain categories. How
Yeah.
are they ever going to reach this?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
they implemented a solution because they want people to get it. It's like,
Yeah.
it's just freaking, like, I love this place, man.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
whole vibe on like Kick Twitter has been a fucking joy this week.
Oh, for what?
Yeah.
For
Yes.
once.
I was gonna say for once, it's been nice to see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and just the
Let's
people.
There's still a little drama. There's still a little drama.
there's
There's no
always,
drama.
always.
Like,
There's always
fuck
a
it,
little.
fuck it. It's like, yes,
Yeah.
let's go. Like, it's really awesome when the whole community kind of is alive on Twitter. You know, you normally see it around DreamHack time as well when everyone's doing DreamHack. Everyone's like posting pictures and shit. And like it's like, but this is like completely of their doing, and it's so cool, man.
Yeah, so many people have got that fire
it.
in their belly again, and I love to see that just feeds my fire too, and I love it so much. So many
There was
people.
a lot of people that were a little down on morale as well. I'd seen a lot of posts of people like, you know, I've been pushing, and this was like, I think the boost that everybody needed. Like even people that are already verified and partnered and stuff, it's like affected like me in a way that's like the whole, the energy of the whole community goes up. So it's like, it doesn't matter if you are or you're not, it's like everyone's sharing in that, and it's wicked.
I
love it.
I think that's really cool too, because it just brings more people together. And it's like you get to hear different stories, and it's not just people that have been streaming X amount of years. It's like people that you just know are good individuals too. And you're just like, finally they did it. Like it's really, really nice.
Big double use
kit. 2K view account doesn't mean they ain't working their asses off.
Exactly. Not even just on stream, it's off stream too. Like this isn't just shut off the camera. Shut off the camera and you're done for the day. No, you're sitting there
3
like,
o'clock
what
in the
can I
morning.
do?
But I love that they recognize that as well. You know, the guy Santa Maria retweeted my post announcing my verification yesterday, but he did it after I'd announced that I got YouTube partner that day as well, and he mentioned it in his retweet. You know, he mentioned not just the fact that I got verified, but that I also then got YouTube partner less than 24 hours later, which I'm still processing, by the way. But he and spoke about how, you know, now that's me working on a new strategy for how to optimize my revenue. And that is what I love, is that, you know, most other platforms that have ever existed would never dream of mentioning another platform in a post like that. And saying use that to use, you know, they're just all about Kick, and that's what makes Kick home. They're fucking geniuses when it comes to that, because that just makes me want to make this my home more and keep working everywhere else and figuring out how it will all fit together. But it just solidifies how much that this is home base, because they get it, they understand what we got to do and what a creator has to do to make it out there, and they encourage it, and I just love that.
I've been like that for 2 years. I've been like, oh, maybe I should go do like, because I don't multi-stream to Twitch, but I do run reruns there. I use it for reruns. I just rerun my Kick content there.
I mean, that's smart. That is very smart.
Wait, half of me getting YouTube partner was popping reruns up. If we had good viewers at the end,
I'm gonna jump on that like you did, because that's what I'm pushing for. I would
multi-stream.
I was gonna talk to you about that actually.
I would multi-stream, so I'd have YouTube streaming the same as what I'm doing here. And you can do 2 at the same time, so you can multi-stream like this, and you can also have a short feed going out at the exact same time. So I would have those 2 streams going, and if I had when I was getting close to partner, if I had good numbers at the end of a stream when I had to go and live life, I would just put on a rerun and leave it running, because I had a lot of lurkers on YouTube, and they would stay. Those lurkers would stay, and that's part of what those reruns are part of what pushed me over that last few hundred watch hours.
I think multi-streaming is it's smart. It's you know, the way that you utilize different tools is really what like content creating is about. It's not just like, I'm a set streamer here. It's like, I'm a content creator, so I'm trying to get things out to possibly be like, okay, well, this is where I want to grow the most. So for instance, Kick, it's like I've been like, hey, people over on Twitch or YouTube, like, this is what I'm aiming for, like, with verification. Come over here. Like, definitely make an account, even if you don't want, you know, some people are just like, I don't want to support Kick. Like, I'm like, just leave a lurk up. Like, you're good. Like, if you're watching on Twitch, if you're watching on YouTube, just leave a lurk. It's not, you're not gonna.
You're not supporting Kick, are you? It all goes to me. Like, what are you talking about? You're not supporting Kick, you dickhead.
I'm like, listen. This is what this like Kick is for creators. Like that's like
it is
ultimately what it comes down to, and we've never had a platform that is like that.
Never.
And
I will say shortly in my experience, I don't know if I should say this out loud, but in a private conversation with Andrew, Yeah, he told me to multi-stream.
Mhm.
He's like,
Yeah.
you have to get your brand out there. You have to
Yeah.
build your community, multi-stream, and get it out there. So I mean, that's Andrew telling you to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I built my YouTube from doing music reactions. And I will say that like I've been branching more into like showing my gameplay and my sorry, I'm not like trying to self-promote or anything.
No, you're
like,
totally
with
fine.
that.
You're good.
But yeah, I built from that, and
Cracks me
it's
up.
so crazy like going from
All right, guys, enough about Slashly. We got new critters here. $69.99. They're in stock tomorrow. You don't want to miss them.
Madison reruns live on Twitch, guys.
You get a separate one for free. You pay separate postage and handling, okay? These
What
are
you got,
flying
lady?
out the door.
Tell us what you
Flying out
got,
the
girl.
I'm gonna be live tonight, guys, 6 p.m.
I'm sorry, Slash. What were you saying about self-promoting? Were you sorry about
My
self-promoting?
bad. Yeah, if you want to find
That's
me, I'm over
CrazySnacks.com.
here at.
I love you guys.
But yeah, it's so crazy when you're trying to rework like your brand on a different site too, because it's like going from music reactions to being like, yeah, I'm gonna be showing a lot more of like my horror content, my like gaming content, because that's something that I really love, because things were just getting too repetitive. And it's like a lot of people like still are, you wanna learn to adapt, but you also are just like, man, if they're not liking this as much as my like music reactions, because they're like, when are you gonna react to this? When are you gonna react to this? And I'm like, I love like gaming. Like gaming to me is like one of those things that I just thoroughly brings me happiness. And so it's very hard sometimes to rebrand your already established platform if you're trying to go somewhere else with it.
Mhm. Especially,
so,
I think
yeah.
on places like YouTube where there's an algorithm
Yeah.
as well.
Yes.
Because another part of me pushing more towards partner was I separated my kit conversations, and I used to, when I had time, I used to do like little stream tips and talking videos on TikTok that I put on YouTube as well, and I split them off into another channel, because I was noticing a real dip in the algorithm when I came away from the horror content. And it's always
Yeah, I'm gonna do art for a different channel
Yeah.
rather than the
it's definitely where there's an algorithm.
Yeah.
It's definitely, it works better on TikTok. TikTok's easier to do multiple different things on, because it's just so different. Like TikTok literally put your content out to like a couple hundred completely different people all, every time it goes out, as well as the regulars. Like, obviously you will build quicker with the same stuff, but my experience with doing the conversations clips and the horror clips is that it doesn't affect each other. But YouTube definitely did.
I'm gonna need to
Yeah.
pick your brains about some YouTube stuff, Bill.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I've the work is really just beginning for me on YouTube, because we hit partner through, like, I've been doing short videos have been my thing, like verticals since day one. I've always done them, and I'm quite good at them now. I know I have my formula. I know how to put one together quite quickly. Long form has always been a bit harder for me. So my subscribers really came from my short form content, and a lot of my watch hours came from my lives. But now that I'm monetized, the biggest potential for monetization comes from long form. So I have a lot of work to do before that's going to make a huge difference. But I've been planning for that because we knew it was coming, so. Anyway, we digress. But
We digress, guys. Horror.
We're good at digressing, us streamers. Funnily enough, we all like to talk.
It's just
Who would have thought?
It's all good. You lot having fun in
Thunk
your
it.
chat.
Yeah.
Right. Chat's having fun.
Tell us about spooky
My
shit.
mom's meatloaf smells so good right now.
What?
Meatloaf
Now,
sounds
I want
so
to live in
good.
Creation's mum's basement.
I mean,
man.
Creation,
Yeah.
you're flying me over to babysit, so I hope there's some meatloaf left for me.
There you go.
Guys, there's no mom here. I'm sorry.
Oh, the mum was alive.
Wow.
Meatloaf is alive.
Yeah.
Was that phone call fake?
Everything you see about me is
like
fake.
a weird
I don't even
movie.
make monsters. I hire somebody to do this. This
Well,
whole
like,
thing is a
Somebody
sham.
else's hands. Oh my
This
Isn't
whole
god.
it?
thing is
Isn't there a
just like
horror
when girls
movie?
play video games. It's someone else's hands, right?
Yeah.
Oh
Same
my
thing with my
God,
monster
the
making.
secret's
My
out.
wife is sitting here sculpting these. I have no
Yep.
talent. Zero
Sure,
talent.
there's a very famous film about a guy impersonating his mother in his house.
Mother!
Go.
Carmen!
Have you guys seen? I know that
Basement
Red.
again.
It was you that showed me this game. Have you seen the game? The rest of you, have you seen the game that's coming out where the horror game where the monster can see
have
you
to
through your
hide.
webcam?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
you've got to dip.
And you've got
weird.
to like
That's
hide,
weird.
hide under the desk so that
I'm dreading it because I'm sensing some injuries are gonna happen.
I might have to
Packed
Get
go
our
all
for
my
helmet,
that.
right?
way
Helmet
to
play.
play that. Like everything's going away.
Yeah.
Like, and then I'll play it because shit's gonna get ruined.
Yeah.
It's gonna go everywhere.
Yep. That's how I feel
I wonder
about
if you could just take a
VR,
piece of
too.
cardboard and move it over your face.
You
Oh.
probably
You probably
could.
could because it's just face
Right?
recognition.
You're sitting there just
I mean,
playing.
that's a good hack.
Yeah,
That's a good
genius.
hack.
That's going in a TikTok. I
I
tell
Yeah,
you.
have
there
a
you
piece
go.
of cardboard.
Just
That's
the
back to the
cardboard.
content
That's a
idea. As
paint
soon as that
palette,
game
that's not
comes out,
cardboard.
we're
There's my
filming that.
Yeah. Yeah. But that one, yeah, that looks really good. And it's
does.
something different too. Like
Yeah,
that's
100%.
another thing. It's different. But
Brand new.
you know,
concept.
from this one, there's gonna be about like 10 other games
Oh,
that
yeah.
are gonna be like,
Oh, yeah.
Same
It's
as the
like-
Don't Scream one.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, if you
Yep.
guys played the
Oh,
ones
yeah,
where you
no
can't
screen,
talk,
yeah.
how do you feel about those
Yep.
ones that hear your microphone?
it
I like it
depends.
for stream.
It depends. So I've played some horror games that have it that are like more story based and have the mic involved. The Don't Scream ones, I don't know. I didn't mind them. I don't know. I think because there's no real story to it. I
Right.
don't know. It just
Yeah.
kind
You're
of
just walking around.
Yeah.
waiting for some shit
it's
to
just kind of
get ya.
yeah.
Hmm.
Flat,
Alien
a little bit
Isolation had the voice recognition. I think it was
did.
just for PlayStation though. And Alien
Yeah.
Isolation is one of those games where you just gotta book it. You got the Xenomorph that's coming after you.
That's
Yeah.
a terrifying
And-
game.
That's
Oh,
what I mean.
yeah.
In that circumstance, it's so different.
Yeah.
Like, there's
Yeah.
another
You are
one coming
literally
out.
like-
I
Uh,
think.
Alien
Alien
Isolation.
Isolation.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah. There's
they're
another one
making-
coming out.
They're making
Yeah,
that.
that-
I've never
That's
played any of
amazing.
them, so I'm excited to try it if we do it in 1 month.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's cool. I think the because I only play. Okay, so if I play a horror game, I don't necessarily play it. I sit next to Mag on the big TV and watch him play it, and I'm like, oh yeah, go over there, like go down there. Yeah. Oh my god, look, there's the key. Like, you know what I mean? So that's my horror game in life off of stream.
Mhm.
So I played the majority of these on stream, and the microphone ones I found like it's like the novelty of it when we first played Don't Scream was kind of cool, and it was
Yeah.
funny because I have a harmonica and I have a headset for my harmonica, like a harness thing. So I had the harmonica in my mouth, and I have to not make a noise with the harmonica, and obviously I shit myself every 5 minutes. So it's like
I
it
bought
comes
a
out of that.
harmonica
But
to
that
do
was
that. I've
funny.
never done it yet.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like-
that's a
don't
really
have
good
this-
idea.
I-
Like,
I've played
yeah.
a lot of horror with the harmonica, or like they gift like 5 subs and we put the harmonica
Yeah.
on, like you know.
Yeah.
So it was kind of fun with
You
that.
learn
but
something every day.
There you go. Like do it, guys. Like for real.
I
was
did it.
funny.
I've done it with a kazoo.
I remember your
my
kazoo.
gosh.
I did. I
Kazoo's
did
fucking
that.
fantastic.
I did that for A Quiet Place.
Oh
so
my
that was
God.
that
Oh, okay,
was
yeah.
that was a
Right.
different
Oh my
experience.
goodness.
I
See,
feel
I
like
haven't
after
played
that,
Don't
though,
Scream,
for
but I
stream,
did
it just
Silent.
wasn't
I
very
did
good.
Silent Breath, and I actually really loved it. And I found that because you can talk up to a certain point, and then when it gets dark, you have to stop, and then you've got so long to try and find all the things. I found that it wasn't too long without talking, and the community fucking loved it. There was one time that for some reason we had taught TTS on. I think it must have been a sub goal. We had TTS on during it, and it was absolute hell because they were just, they were just trolling me consistently. But at Silent Breath, I really like the jump scares. No matter how many times, I can never play it for longer than an hour or so because it's like really overwhelming and only once in a while. But it's just so unpredictable. It fucking throws everything, including the kitchen sink, at you, that game, and some of them are absolutely terrifying. I'm a big fan of it, but I did A Quiet Place, and I ended up not finishing it on stream because I just found I found I had to be quiet the whole time. And I felt like I couldn't speak to chat. Like I had to literally pause the game and come out of it come out
That's
of it
what I was
completely.
about to say.
And I kind of lost
same.
the enjoyment for doing it. It was a great game. It's a fantastic game. I just
It
for
loses the
streaming it wasn't for me.
interaction
It
with
does, yeah.
your with your chat, because like we
Yeah.
interact a lot during gaming, and then when you have these games where you have to be quiet,
Yeah.
so we're having the mods are like Red's playing a game where her mic is sensitive and she
Yeah.
can't talk to you right now, so bugger off. Like, you know, it's like so. I kind of felt like they're cool and they're fun, but the concept is awesome. But as far as like stream interaction goes, it's just a bit bland after the first 10 minutes. Of it.
I think that's why I like. I most of the time I would die after 10 minutes, so it would be fine. Like I think the longest I was ever silent on Silent Breath was like, well, I completed it once, and I think it took about 20 minutes. But every other time it was like 5 or 10 minutes, and you're done, and you're back chatting, and that kind of worked for me.
I think it took me 18 runs on Don't Scream to get it.
It took me a
hell.
lot on Silent Breath.
I was like, why will this not finish? Why can I not just get through this? Like, and then I resorted to not screaming
as well. Is
and just doing
the
this every time I needed to scream.
I haven't played
the
them.
classrooms.
I don't want to talk about that game.
It's all new to me.
Like, creation, there's a whole world, mate.
Every time you say a name, I'm looking it up. I'm over here. I'm like,
right. I have a list, guys. I have when you like sitting and you're just scrolling through TikTok and you just see a game. Like I have a whole list.
You
This
make
is
a
my
list of
horror
there you
games
go.
list.
Yeah.
I'm like
make-
screenshot.
Yeah, I make a
screenshots.
list.
I
What's
have all
this
the
game called?
screenshots, and my
Right,
Steam
you
wish
go
list
through
has
the
like
comments like, what's the game called?
200 games in my wish list at the moment on Steam.
Yeah.
wow.
I need to
Because
sort through
especially
it.
if you play a lot of horror games, like there's just always like that want for something that you haven't played before.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I played that. Oh, I played that. Like, so yeah, I think that's really, really nice to be able to find something that you're like, oh, that looks actually pretty good. Like, I want to play that.
Yeah. We haven't announced. I saw a few people asking about the game. We haven't announced it yet, but we're gonna. I'm just gonna tease you a little bit longer, and then I'll reveal the game, guys. We're just gonna tease you a little bit longer.
I'm so scared to find out what it is. Even if I played it before, I'm like gonna be like, fuck, not
Yeah.
no. God damn.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, I love the variety under horror. Like for me, like I call myself a horror streamer, but like you guys spoke about Resident Evil and Silent Hill. I've never massively been into those games. I didn't really speak about my experience with horror when we did it all at the beginning, but because I'm quite new to the horror world. I only came back to gaming full stop in 2020. To play Final Fantasy 7, the remake. There was nothing to do with horror. I bought a PlayStation for that reason.
Now look at you.
Yeah, and that through a long story that we won't go over again, I ended up getting a PC in 2023 to play Phas. One of the main reasons I wanted a PC was to play Phas. I'd watched people play Phasmophobia, and I was like, that game is right up my street. I was like a super fan of all these people on Twitch at the time who played it, and I was like, I want to play this so bad, and got the PC. And Phas was like the gateway drug for me. I'd played Dead by Daylight. It was the closest I got to horror before that on the PlayStation. I was a huge Dead by Daylight player for a long time. I don't have time for it anymore though. But no, Phasmophobia was like a gateway for me. Once I had a PC and I played Phas, like someone said, oh, there's this other ghost hunting game, and then I was like, oh, there's this horror game, and it just kind of grew and grew, and now I love it. But I'm constantly like, the game I've chosen from today is not particularly new. It's quite an old game because I have the whole world of horror games. Apart from playing Resident Evil as a kid, I've not touched any of them. I've got decades of games to explore. And yeah, that's kind of me. But I can't remember what I started on now. Brain fart. There was a point.
You were edging us about the game, but you weren't gonna like let us know what it was.
No, it is an old one, like a really old one. Like it's.
Oh, I love that.
I'm looking forward to that. Yeah,
I
especially if it's old.
It's over 10 years old.
Because I find like older horrors sometimes
They're
to me are more horrifying than the ones that come out now.
Because it's that old, I don't
graphic
know.
Style.
The janky graphics get me.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if some of you might have played it, because I believe it might have been on console as well. So I can see I have you on Steam, so I can see what you've got and what you don't. And none of you have it on Steam. But I don't know whether you might have played it.
Yeah, I've got, because if for me, if a game comes out and I can play it on my PlayStation, I'll always do that because I love a controller.
Yeah.
Like, I love PC gaming as well, but I will always just like get it on my PlayStation because I know it'd be beautifully optimized. And I'll be able to fly through it, and with my controller. I feel like when I've got my controller, I've got something to hold in front of me as well. I'm like, you know, when I'm at my PC,
Yeah.
I feel a bit open. Like, but yeah, do you know, I've been holding back on saying this. I think you guys are all gonna hate me for this. Like, I don't like Phasmophobia.
No, I know you. I know
I'm
you
I'm
don't.
sorry.
No, that's fair.
No, it doesn't hate anyone
Oh,
for
you
the
don't
play
likes
alone?
and dislikes.
Did you play
No,
alone
no,
or with
I
friends?
played with friends. Like, I
Yeah.
don't like
It's not for everyone.
demonologists either. Like, so
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
find them really boring.
Yes.
I find both of them really boring. And I'm not saying they're bad games because I know that they're super popular and people have a lot of fun in there.
Yeah.
Like, but I've really tried with them. Do you know what I mean? I've gone, okay, well, I'll try with this, I'll try that, I'll play again. And I'm just like, and there's something about it that it's like, I've had a couple of times where it's kind of scared me a little bit, but it's one of the, both of them are two of the few horror games that I'm just like a little bit immune to. Like, I'm just sort of
Yeah.
like, it just doesn't
Yeah.
really, I don't know, the
Well,
walking around doing the, okay, now do this, and now say this, and now do that. It
Yeah.
kind of like, I don't know, it takes it out.
The game to me seems like a repetitive grind. It's one of
Yeah,
those
Yeah.
games
that's what I
where you
like.
just
That's what I
wanna
like
keep
about
getting the
it.
better stuff. It's just a grind. Yeah.
I don't like
just
Dead
the-
by
Yeah.
Daylight either,
Yeah.
so maybe that's the reason because it's so
I'm the
repetitive,
same.
but-
I'm the same, Red. I've never been a Dead by Daylight kind of girl. I
Yeah,
don't
me
know what it is
neither.
about the game. Phas, I'm not. I prefer Demonologist to Phas because in Demonologist you have to
Yeah.
like expel the demon. So I
Mhm.
guess
Yeah.
there's something
I'll take
to it.
Demonologist over Phas. 100%.
Yeah, I don't personally get on with it. I can see why people enjoy it though. It like
same.
Creation said, it's the grind of it because you
Yeah.
you want to sort of max all the levels on all the places and everything yourself. So I get it, but for me, I'm
The
I
thing
agree,
with
it's not-
Phas
it's
for me
not
now
my
is I
thing.
love it, and everybody knows how much I love it, but it's not a horror really for me anymore. I get
Yeah.
like
no, I don't. Yeah,
once in a blue moon I get a jump scare if like a ghost appears and right in front of my face when I'm completely not expecting it. But in the same way as I sometimes get a jump scare from a sound alert, you know, it's not it's not necessarily, I'm not
Yeah.
scared
Yeah.
while I'm playing the game because I played it so much. It's become something else and completely like grinding to get better and learn about the ghosts and it's become a totally different thing for me. So as much as it's still
popular.
horror,
Yeah.
It's so popular.
So popular.
yeah.
It's definitely one of those that when if there's an update or something like a new map or whatever, I'll get like an itch to play it, and then I'll be like, okay, yeah, like that's it. That's that, and then I uninstall it again, and then I'll be like, okay, 6 months later, I'll be like, let's visit it and see what is going on, and then yeah, I can maybe play an hour, but I have to play it by myself in order to feel like any sort of like, okay, this is a little bit creepy.
Yeah, it
But,
just doesn't scare me at
yeah.
all anymore.
Yeah,
But then I kind of love that because I do pretty much all horror. I kind of love that all stuff that comes under the horror brackets. I kind of love that I have something I can put on where I'm not. Because
Yeah.
really scary games are really intense to play all the time. So I
Yeah,
like
It's nice to have a break.
Fast
Yep.
is like my
Yeah.
comfort game, which people who are new
Yeah.
to it, who get scared by it, are like think I'm crazy. But for me,
Yeah.
it is like a comfort game. It's really easy for me to play when I'm streaming. It's become a huge part of my content, you know, and helping people learn how to play and things. But it's a break away from the absolute terror as
It's
well.
nice to have.
Yeah, I've been having a break recently. Like, I
It is
think-
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I needed after Madison. I needed it, man. I was like,
yeah.
I don't blame you.
guys, I can't do this like for a little while because like.
Yeah. But again, it's why I
nah.
love the genre as a whole, or what I class, because people fight with me and say this game's not a horror because it's not that scary, and I'm like, for me, it's a massive umbrella, you know, because I've been playing The Walking Dead, the Telltale games, The Walking Dead,
Oh yeah.
which are just
a game.
absolutely incredible games, but they're not scary. You know, they're not scary games at all. But because it's The Walking Dead and it's zombies and for me, it still comes under that umbrella.
Still horror,
And-
isn't it? Because it's
It's
zombies.
definitely-
Like,
Yeah.
zombies are like horror staple. Like,
Yeah, I always kind
I
of
don't
say.
know. I think like I don't find zombies scary anymore. Like I mean, I used to. I still remember being 10 years old and walking around that first corridor in Resident Evil and seeing that blocky
The
guy
fixed
munching on
camera
your head.
angles, dude. is
Yeah,
just-
like
yeah.
the camera angle
I
was,
hear
like,
you on
was
that.
Yeah.
just like munching away, and he looks around at you with his blocky face.
Yep.
I
Yep.
couldn't go around and run out of the room. I was like screaming for my grandmother. I was like, Nanny.
But it definitely depends on the type of zombie that it is. Like
Mhm.
infected, if they're fast and they're like kind of got like something going on where they are using a little bit of brain, I feel like then that's a little bit scarier. But you're
Mhm.
like normal, like is just
Because you play a lot of
It's like,
Days
all right,
Gone,
I
don't
got
you,
you.
Slashley?
I revisited Days Gone.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
that's
watched you
honestly
beat that horde
yeah.
eventually.
Yeah, that game is really great. I'm hoping for a second one. Let's like really hope that happens. They're coming out with a remaster, I believe in
I
a
don't have
week.
a VR, by the way. I don't
And-
have a VR.
Yeah,
Oh, you need a
I-
VR.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
nice.
need
Play
to get
Days
this
Gone.
girl a VR, people.
I need a car first,
you
Reg.
put a thing
One
up
thing
for
at a
a
time.
VR, donate to that. Like, you need a VR, because I tell you what, like, you're in a
Does everyone here have a
new-
VR?
I have
No,
a
Red
VR,
does.
Yeah.
I
Like,
want to get
Just-
one though.
I was gonna say we can do a VR game.
Yeah,
That would be
VR
really
game.
cool. Yeah.
That would be cool.
Like,
I'm gonna vomit on you all. I get such bad
Imagine
vertigo.
all of
I
us
get such
playing
bad
at
motion
the same
sickness with my
time.
migraine
I was
symptoms.
we did a group horror session in Devour in VR the one time.
Devour
That
in
was-
VR.
That was
That game is. I don't get scared, but I need to lie down after I play that game. It's so intense.
Yeah.
It's so
Imagine that
hardcore.
in your face.
It's so
though.
hard.
It's like, it's like
Oh,
really
it's
scary. but-
terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
VR
you got
is
nowhere
my
else to
happy
go.
place. So I don't play the horror games in VR anymore. Actually, I've done it twice for the community, and I play a lot of VR chat, and I go in there to chill. Do you know what I mean? So I don't want to get anxious putting that shit on my face. So VR is my happy place. So I've said to them, guys, they're like, "No, do Visage in VR." I'm like, "You can
Oh.
fuck off." There's no
All
amount
the
of
more reason to
subbies.
do it now.
Yeah, you drop 5,000 subbies right now, I'll still tell you no. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, nah. It's like, no way. Like, I'm not having it. So, but yeah, you need a VR. VR opens up horror in a whole new way.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah,
I think
I
I was
played a
was
couple
going to try and
VR
get
Yeah.
to borrow somebody's. I think someone local said they had one. I could maybe borrow just to check, because I would hate to buy one and not be able to use it, because I do suffer from bad motion sickness.
You need
with
to-
my
sometimes it depends
condition.
on the game.
Yeah.
There are all different settings to help you. To help you
Yeah.
with that. So you can have like a travel along. You can set it to teleport. You can set it to like a 10-degree turn and stuff to
Yeah.
help you with that. So,
Because I had
but,
to
you know,
learn
you can
normal
pick up
and
games
you
VR.
I
play
can't
sitting
play
down.
because I
I
get
found
motion
sitting
sick.
down gets rid of motion sickness. for
Oh, I
me.
only
Yeah.
play sitting down. Like I bought
Oh,
That
that
is-
is just to sit down.
That is like a setting that they're also bringing that I noticed. I'm trying to think of the game that I played that I was going through the settings, and they have it toggled where you could do like motion sickness. Like if
Yeah,
you
I've seen
needed,
that
like,
before
Yeah.
as well.
yeah.
I have to
Which I
take the
think is
head
really
bob
cool.
and the motion blur off
Yeah,
on most
I
games.
can't
Yeah,
do
and
I'm
I
like
can't
that.
do it.
I'm like that.
Yep.
I get really
I'm
bad
like
motion
that.
sickness even just from
You
that.
do have to get your VR legs.
Yeah.
Like when you first
Yeah,
get
100%.
one. Like, it's, but yeah,
Right.
sit down as well. Like creations.
Guys, I
sit
think it
down.
might be
Yeah.
time. Are you ready?
Oh,
Oh.
no, I'm not ready, man.
Are you
No,
ready? I'm
no.
just
Yes.
aware. Yeah, we want to chat a bit afterwards, so I
Okay.
Right, so I'm going to go back
Okay.
to. I've got it so I can share it in the Discord, but that's going to fuck up our cameras. So it's only going to be the game on screen. But I'm going to leave on everyone's audio once we
Okay.
bring up the video. So it'll take me a few seconds to set that up. So we'll go back to the starting
So
screen.
we're looking at the stream and we'll see it there.
No, it'll be in Discord, so you guys can
Oh,
see it
we'll
live,
hit Discord.
and your audio will
Okay,
be on.
okay,
So if
okay.
you
One
react,
sec.
if you
Alright.
react, everyone can hear your reaction.
God.
Okay.
Oh,
But
God.
that'll take me
I'm
that'll take me
so-
like 1 minute
so
to set
nervous.
up. So
Honestly, I'm getting heart palpitations.
Yeah,
Why
like
am I nervous? I'm
I
well,
like
alright.
Like, what are
I'm
you
just
about to put me
hoping. The
through?
only thing I'm not sure about is if the sound will work. So if there's no sound when it starts, then you might have to watch it through the stream, because I can't test if the sound is working on a screen share on Discord
Okay.
on my own.
I got the stream ready.
So-
So.
Spoiler alert, it's not the game, it's me in a bikini. Everyone get ready.
Get ready, right, guys? We're gonna go back over.
That's the real scream.
We'll go
That's
back
the
over
real
to the
horror.
waiting screen, and we'll be back in 1 minute. Do not go anywhere. This is it. This is the big reveal. Okay.
oh my gosh.
I'm gonna mute. This is. I switched on my mic for the wrong thing. Here we go. Right. And then you should be able to hear you guys now.
Hello?
Hello? Yeah. All our sounds going out.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi.
Oh my god.
Screen share.
I want to play a game.
What's it gonna be?
The tension's building.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
I have shared my screen.
Hold
Okay.
on, watch that. Okay.
Let me know when you're all ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we hit
Ready.
watch this thing?
Yeah.
Down there.
Hey, yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
Okay. Okay. Here we go.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
fuck's
Okay.
sake. No.
I've never played Slender Man before.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
You
I'm
excited.
no.
damn it.
Can you guys hear
I am
it?
here for it. I hear very soothing music.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
hear
it's
Susan
quiet
music.
at the minute.
I'm glad there's soothing music. like no, come
Oh,
on.
fuck's sake.
I can see their
Oh,
faces, guys.
I'm ready for this.
Guys, I can't live.
Was
Like,
somebody
This-
just
this game
crawling
scares
in
the
the
shit out of
vent?
me.
not about this.
Oh, I think somebody was crawling in the vent. Ooh.
I don't know you people.
Is this like a new one? Where is this an old one? I feel like
It's
played
I've
the
one,
never
but
seen
definitely
this
not this
before.
one.
it's the 10-year anniversary of Slender, The Arrival, that was released in 2013. So has nobody played it?
Nope.
I've
No.
not played this
Wow,
one.
no, never played it.
I've played a
Nope.
Slender Man
Never even
one,
seen
but
it.
not this one.
Score.
This is a good
Fuck
one.
my life.
It's
That-
fucking terrifying.
GG on that, Lazy, for sure.
Barely
No.
look at the bloody trailer. I'm like literally looking away.
Oh my lord.
Oh, bloody hell, man.
All right, I think I can see some midnight streams incoming in complete dark.
I have to play when Mag's in the pad, man. Like, I can't.
I'm locking the door. Locking my daughter in her room.
Alright.
I think that's gonna be a good one.
It scared the crap out of me, I
Nice.
cannot lie. Right, let me just put everything back together. I'm going to turn off that. Stop streaming.
I'm still getting the chills. Like,
Like Koofy's comment.
Stop streaming.
Oh
I hope you're all...
no.
that's good.
Tracy
That is really good.
There we go.
Wait,
Uh,
he chases you?
Oh, yeah.
It's slim.
And it had... For me,
If it's anything
yeah.
like the one I've played.
Yeah, I've never played any of the Slender Man men, whatever.
Yeah, my community
games,
made me
so-
play this. And
People.
Yeah, Slender people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Skinny people.
it's...
I
Look
and
at
I
their
see something
faces.
was crawling in a vent.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
It's
well,
for me, it's got a
you
bit
know-
of everything. It's got chases. It's also got the psychological. It literally. This scared the crap out of me.
Chat.
We're gonna need a health check on Red this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Shut up,
so fucking
Yeah.
chuffed
Shut
that
up.
none of you have played it. I was
She
so
looks-
sure
she looks
that one of
scared.
you might have played it because it was out on console as well, so I couldn't check.
I remember always just being like Slender Man just was always talked about. And I was just like, I don't know about that. And then yep. So we're gonna be forced to
I don't know
play it.
anything about Slender Man, but I think my kids knew about it when they were little. Like, is he part of the whole like Siren Head, Slender Man? Is that like all a thing?
It's
They,
not
they used to be
part-
afraid of something called Siren Head. I don't.
It's on
Siren Head-
PlayStation. Oh, thank God.
Yeah, Siren Head's different, I think, but it's definitely some form of like horror
Fred, I'm sorry.
ghost sort of
And
story.
he's
thing.
faceless too.
He's
Yeah.
faceless.
Like, yep.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I've heard them mention Slender Man.
My ex-partner, right, was like 6'5", and he bought a Slender Man one suit for Halloween the one year and went to a party. And then months later, I was like, okay, you throw that out of the house after the party. Nah, he kept it. And I walked in the one day, keys into the house, because just standing in the corner, just in it,
Nope.
just looking at me. And
Nope.
my soul left my body, and I ran back out of the house.
That was also the end of their relationship.
Yep,
Yes,
I was
it
just about
was.
to
This
say,
might be the
and-
end of all of our friendships. I
It
mean,
was.
none of you might talk
Yeah,
to me
I
again.
noticed that X. So
Get out! Get out of my house!
Never
Get
seen
out.
again.
Leave!
Yeah.
Honestly, it was so difficult. There was a few I wanted. Luce is a nightmare because she's played them all. And I know you said you'd play one that you'd already done, but I wanted to try and find one you
There's
hadn't.
some that I probably won't remember. Like,
Yeah.
I've got stuff on my Steam that I played maybe like 6-7 years ago.
Yeah, you're probably like
that
me
I
as well.
can't
You've got a bunch in your
remember, so-
library that you've not actually played because I know I'm like that.
But
But yeah,
Oh,
I'm really chuffed that it did get good reviews. A couple of bad ones, but mostly
right,
good.
guess
I
that's
loved
going
it.
on the wish
But
list.
I loved it because it scared the
Yeah.
crap out of me. It is actually, guys, it is on sale for like another 20 something hours as well. It's half price.
Oh, nice.
Right
Okay,
now
I'm gonna
on
get it on
Steam.
my PlayStation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get
Yeah,
it on
this is it.
PlayStation.
But
yeah.
on Steam, it is.
Slender.
I need a controller for that. I need to be like.
Which one is it? Which one? It's
Slender
there's a few
Man
of
the
them.
The
Arrival.
Arrival.
I will
The
put a link in the
Arrival,
chat because
yeah.
I know there was a few
Is it
people that said.
£8.37?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I don't know
half
what it
price
is.
just now, so
That's the one, yeah.
I sneaked it
Yeah,
in while I was under the
Slender,
budget.
Arrival.
Yeah, I've definitely played a Slenderman one, but it was like really old school.
Well, this
I've
this
never
is a
played this
remake
one.
of one that
It's
was out
one.
10 years before, so it might.
I think this might be the remake then.
Yeah,
I've never
it was
done
like
this.
it's
I've
not even really a
strategically
remake. It was like
avoided
a complete reimagining, like a 10-year
Yeah,
anniversary
that's
reimagining.
what I was saying. I was like, because when you said it, I was like, I swear I've played Slender. I was like, but this looks nothing like what I've played. Oh no.
I just got it.
Yeah,
Let's go.
getting it now.
Right, let me bring up and I'll put the link in case anyone else wants to play. So yeah, if anyone in the community, and I'll post it in the Discord as well. And you guys, you need to let me know when you're playing it because we'll push it out on all of my socials as well.
We're
We can
gonna
all
play
share
on
it for each other
Friday.
and try and come
Yeah.
and check out and take lots of clips because we can share our favorite clips when we
How
come
long
back
is the
together.
game?
It is actually quite a long one. I think it took me, bearing in mind that I chat a lot in between. I think that my gameplay was about 10 hours on it, but I think the actual game itself was
Okay.
maybe about 7 or 8. Also
Not bad.
depending
Okay, good.
how often
Yeah.
you
That works
get
for
caught. So I did
See,
it
with
over
me,
2
it
It
streams.
might be
I
one
think.
long stream
me.
on
I
that.
don't care about the rest of you. That works for me. So let's keep these games
Yeah.
a little bit shorter. Right?
I get so scared. Like when I'm always like to these guys, all right, how long is this game? They'll look it up. They'll be like, it's a 4-hour short one, Red. I'm like, great. That means 7 hours for me at least.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I always check like how long everybody else has done and add much time to it.
yeah, see, look, me
No one
he's
watches
saying
me.
that
I'll be
already.
done in the game in
Double
2
the
hours.
time for Red already. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like,
I feel
oh
that.
my god.
There you
Looks
go,
up
guys. I'll
how
pop it in the
to
chat.
beat the game really quick.
It is
Like-
in the chat, guys. If anyone
24
wants to.
hour stream, yeah.
It is
Go.
available on console as well, though. Like, so, well, it definitely said it was. I hope it still is. But yeah.
No, I might do it tomorrow. Fuck it. I might do it tomorrow. Because then I won't. If I do it on Friday, I'm gonna be like, oh no, so I have to stop playing now. I'm going to the gym.
Well, you have plenty of time. We'll be
Yeah,
a
we'll play
month
tomorrow.
before we
I'll
come
start
back.
tomorrow.
Sometimes.
Yeah, it's on sale for another 25 hours. So another day. This time tomorrow we'll go back to full price. So yeah, that's what we're doing, guys.
Sweet.
I think that's a great game to choose.
Sorry guys, I can't make it next week.
You put the pressure on for us to pick
Like,
now.
Oh, dang. I'm actually not streaming anymore. That's
I'm washing the cat I
Crazy.
don't have. I'm sorry. Really dirty cat.
Do I announce my end of streaming now? Or?
yeah. How do we put this in? Or is this awkward now?
Solely responsible for all these wonderful creators. So just try to find some new horror creators, not get rid of them.
No, and I think that's really cool too about this is like we were saying in the beginning. The horror genre is one of those that even searching on Kick when I'm trying to host out or something,
Yeah.
I'm like, let's go somewhere that like people are playing horror games, and you don't see a lot of
No.
horror games being played unless you go to like Phasmo or DBD.
Yeah, but it's
and-
so hard to find
Yeah.
them, even if they are,
Yeah.
because again, like we
Yeah.
said, there are so many. There
Yeah,
are so many. Like if you look back at it, you can't see back very far now, but if you look back at all the games I've played, like the amount of different, because each game is a category, so I've been in
Yeah.
like hundreds of different categories because I tag the game every single time.
Sorry,
so
go on.
it's hard, but the that's why I've been nagging in Santa Maria streams for a long time now about getting tags on streams. And he
Tags would
last
be
time
great.
I
Is there also
annoyed him
just a
about
horror
it, he
game
said
section?
it's
There
coming.
isn't, no. A lot of the
No,
games
there
that
isn't.
we've played, the Kickstaff have come in and made a category for the game.
If
because
you
the
if you
game doesn't
message
even
them
have a category,
before you're gonna play, they do this a lot for me. If I'm playing indie horror and it comes and it's
Yep.
not there, and you shoot them a message using your little green
Yeah.
dot
yeah, I've done that
beforehand, they
before.
will add it 99%
It's probably
of
just
the
better
time.
if they have an indie horror section, since there's so many minuscule games in there. Wouldn't
Yeah.
it be easier to
That
find
would
other
then
people?
be really good viewership for all the horror
Everyone.
creators
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
instead of having little games here and there and
yeah,
there.
like
Yeah.
Yeah,
I find myself,
email them, tell
I
them.
find myself using
Oh,
Tell
I got him on speed dial here. Hold on a
Yeah,
second.
do it. Call them right now.
That's your mum.
Yeah, what are you doing? Yeah,
No,
stop
don't
fucking
call
around,
him.
right?
Call Eddie. Call Eddie. Put it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eddie, put the weights down. Your arms don't look that good.
Yeah.
All right, get a tighter t-shirt. All right, let's get the horror section up. Let's hook it
Yeah.
up, guy. All right. Yeah, I'll send you some subs.
I think it would be really good, but then I
Nice.
also kind of feel like
It's all about the money.
it takes a little bit of an attention away from the actual games for the I'm a big supporter of indie developers as well, and if their games never getting tagged on a platform, then
Yeah.
people can go in and click and find that game, find other people playing that game. It's an advertising for them as well, which is
I
why
agree
I
with
love
you on
the
that.
horror tag idea. That you can have a
I
hashtag
agree with
horror.
that
And
because then it's all sort of grouped together, isn't it? And
yeah, because
you
you could still click on that hashtag and find everyone else who is using that horror hashtag at that
Yeah.
time would come up then, but they
Because-
would all
yeah.
have their individual indie horror games then as their category. So you still be able
Good for
to.
the developers as well.
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah.
find somewhere where people are interested, because I get a load of like emails like, do you want to try this game? Do you want to try this game?
Yeah.
Saw this and stuff that it could go one place. It's like there's loads of people here.
Here's everyone
like,
playing
the
horror.
smaller indie
Yeah.
games. This is perfect for our
Yeah.
development company.
Yeah.
Let's look through these people. Do you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
that would be like good for them, good for
definitely
us.
be worth doing that. Because also like with Kick as well, not a lot of people are going to be solely searching for that game because they might never have heard
Yeah.
it before. So by having that
Yeah.
sort of tag element for it to be there, then people are like, oh my god, there it is. Because I'm all for indie.
And so
horror
many of us
developers.
horror streamers are playing older games, and we're playing different
Yeah.
games. It's not like Phasmophobia is one thing, because a lot of people might be playing that. There's quite a big Phasmophobia category on Twitch, and some days and sometimes it's big on Kick, sometimes it's empty. But it's not the same for indie horrors, because there might only be one, even on Twitch there might only be one or two people playing a certain indie horror at any given time, because there's so many of them. So having that tag to bring them all together, I feel would be good. But they've said it's coming in the near future, so
Tags are coming apparently. Yeah, they are coming. I'd rather take their time and cook than rush and
Yeah,
everything be
100%.
broken. You know what I mean?
100%.
There's enough finicky tech shit.
100%.
And they have been rolling out a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh,
anyway.
yeah,
It's not like they're not
they
doing
have,
shit.
absolutely.
They're cooking.
100%.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
I
But
wait,
I do
at
think
least like
having-
2-3 months between asking for an update. I'm like, wait,
Yeah.
any update?
But I think having like a club of sorts, like it gets more attention to it, and it's
Yeah.
just like, okay, like it's not just one person that's like, yeah, this would be cool if we get it. It's like a group of people that are like, yeah, this is something that we've been gaming for a while, and this is like the genre that we enjoy.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think that getting our voices heard that sort of way is more effective.
Yeah.
But let's do something really special as a group. Bash our heads together, put together a pitch around
it.
horror,
Yeah,
and pitch
absolutely.
it to them, and
Yeah.
go in as a
100%.
group.
I'm up for
Like,
Yeah, I
that.
love that.
I'm
let's
100%
do
there.
Let's do that, guys.
I'm
Yeah,
up
we
for
can do
that.
that now.
So,
That
yeah, I
gets
am-
us heard even more. Slashly, you're
Yeah.
right. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I am going to be pitching.
I also
I'm gonna-
think if we do any social posts, we should definitely tag Panda. If we're
Yeah,
playing the game, the horror
100%.
game,
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
tag Panda.
Yeah.
If we make a poster, let's make sure we get her logo up there or something too. Panda, supplier
absolutely.
logo
We
and
don't
stuff
have
like
to
that.
do that.
Because this is your
I'm gonna tag you for tomorrow and stuff.
Yeah.
So-
100%.
Yeah, well, do
Yeah,
let me know
so
when you're
let's
playing it,
promote
though,
this
because I
as the club,
definitely
too.
want. I want to
Let's
push
really-
out to my people and my Twitter when you guys are playing, so if they want to go and watch your
Pop
playthrough.
in the group for us. Pop like a couple of hashtags that could
Yeah.
be
Mhm.
uniform for us, like hashtag horror club
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
hashtag kick horror
definitely.
club or whatever you
Yeah,
think is better.
So we know.
Yeah.
Pop it in there so we can
Yep.
all use it universally. We'll tag you.
Yeah, and
and
we'll maybe
then,
open it
you
up to
know-
the community. If other people, I'll maybe post on Twitter as well. If other people want to get
Yeah.
the game and play along with us and come into the chat when we're reviewing it, then it might be another way to find even more people who want to play these kind of games and spread the word.
Let's do it. Let's put together
Even
bash
more.
heads, put something together, pitch it, stream it off your channel. Like, and as
She's
a
determined.
group together. I'm determined. Like, tell them, like, let's do it. No, because it's, you know, this is what it's for, isn't it? Like, we're saying we want that subgenre to happen. Like here, we would like a place where all those games could be compact and could be found. A place where developers, like, and all the fucking things that you've just said and we've just said, like, that could, you know, if we
I
want to
love you
get that
guys.
word out there, we've got tools now. They've given us the tools to do that.
Yeah.
You know, let's utilize that and you know,
Yes.
whatever.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And it'll be fun.
Yes, lots of
Yeah.
fun. Yeah, I do have a pitch that I'm putting together for myself, and I've decided
Yeah.
this time to go. I'm going to go down the horror route. I went back and forth about whether to do horror or podcast, and I thought no, this time I'm going to do horror because I have an idea for something that's a bit different that could be quite cool. And I want to as much as like the podcasts are going fantastic, but I want to shine more light on that horror category. So we are going to go horror, but yeah, I'm down for the collab as well. Let's do them all the collabs,
Yeah,
all
all
the
of it.
Do it.
pitches.
Yeah, let's do it. You know, that's the
100%.
thing, isn't it? It's the glory of it. You can put in as many pitches to them as you want,
Yep.
as groups, as individuals, as
Yeah.
this, as that. It's like, you know, we were saying we're so impressed with all the changes and stuff like that. This little thing here, it looks like a really cute little blossom at the minute that might grow into something that is really cool. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like, I'd be up for pushing that with you guys and
Yep.
you know,
Yeah,
making
100%.
that happen, because I feel like that would be just super fucking cool.
Yeah,
Alright.
100%.
I love that.
Plus, you're all okay. I kind of like talking to you. For
Yeah.
You're all right, you know.
Yeah, right.
Like, apart from Panda, because she picked Slender Man. Fuck off.
Sorry. I can't believe you're going to play it tomorrow. You're going to play it that soon.
I am getting this shit out
Getting
of
it out of the way.
Get it out of the way.
Like, yeah, it's like, no. Okay, we do this tomorrow, guys. We're doing it tomorrow. I'll kickstart it. Fuck this shit. I'm getting it done. Like,
Well, I'm gonna watch your stream and learn how to play, so I can just speed run it.
oh
Yep.
no, that's bullshit.
Good
You
luck
shouldn't
with
be
that.
allowed to watch.
Good
Yeah,
luck with
well,
that.
No.
ban me from chat.
Creation, what you do is you go to YouTube and you get somebody that's playing it without any camera, and then you just put it on.
Put it
and
on.
everyone-
Wow.
There you go.
Ashley makes all her
There you
content.
go.
I was gonna say, this is how
That's
they
what
do
I
it.
do.
This is how they do it.
Yep.
Revealed here.
No way. No way. Like,
Or you put a
Creepy.
camera down at your feet, and then it looks like you're playing it with your feet, and now you're like just at a broader
for
broadcast.
Like,
Yeah, no, I mean, there are some bits that, yeah, don't watch too much. Check in on each other's streams, you guys, but don't watch too much. Don't
Oh,
ruin
yeah.
it for yourselves.
No, yeah, we won't.
Absolutely.
Um,
just gonna. Get
I'm gonna watch you all as much as I can because I've already played it. I will be there as much as I can, enjoying what I did, and waiting for you all to have your revenge.
Oh, it's coming. Like, it's coming.
So yeah, it's probably going to be, where's my calendar? We're probably going to have to, obviously we'll sort it out properly, but just so everyone's got a rough idea. I have a little bit of time off in April. I have my best friend is visiting with her kiddos. So I'll still be around that week, but I won't be doing like regular streams and podcasts and things like that. So it's probably going to have to be kind of the last week in April that we're looking at to come back, if that's
Fine
good with
by me.
everyone.
Yeah, that works for me.
Fine by
Creation,
me.
I hope that fits in with your work
We've got all
schedule.
that time to play it.
I'll
I might
pencil
have,
you.
Yep.
might have a nice day tomorrow. then.
Yeah, well, usually we'll do one a month, and we'll try and make it like almost a month. But that's going to be a little bit longer than a month, but only because I've got a bit of time off. But if it doesn't fit in me, you'll just let me know.
Absolutely.
And if
Okay.
anyone wants to volunteer to pick the next game, let me know. Don't have to volunteer now, but. And for that
Okay.
purposes as well, if you guys want to pop your Steam things in the chat, if you're happy to, so you can all add each other, because that's what I did. I added all of you so I could see what games you had and which you didn't.
Yeah,
try and
I
get
started
everyone.
friending
I'll do that.
everyone. I don't think I friended Let Loose yet.
We'll put,
I
yeah,
couldn't
I'm
find
gonna
you by
do Let
typing your
Loose
name.
and Slashly.
And guys,
There we
all of
go.
these
Yeah.
amazing creators are pinned to the top of my channel, and you should definitely
Here, I'll
go
do
and follow them
Let me.
immediately.
I got my friend code here.
Miku.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop mine in as well.
There you go.
But like I say, I do have quite a lot on there. But like, if you want me to play one again, I will do because I probably won't remember quite a lot.
Yeah, Luce has played a lot. Like I've played a lot,
This
but
is like,
I always say this
is
to
like
her.
6, 7, 8 years of stuff on there, so
Yeah.
a lot of it I don't remember anymore. So I'm even
Yeah.
replaying stuff, and I'm like, oh, I played this, did I?
Did I play this? Even I did that, and I've only been doing horror on its own for a year and a half, and even I found one and was like, I didn't know I played this.
Oh yeah, all the time. All the time.
Got a lot on there, but there's a lot of them. Like I said before, if I can get it on PlayStation, I'll play it on PlayStation. So you won't see things like I've like played Visage and Madison and all that, but I've done that on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Like so yeah, so
I'm gonna go
interested.
pee really quick. I've been like sitting here.
Oh, you're
like,
totally fine. We're
"Oh, my
probably
Lord."
winding down now. Anyway, we'll just chit chat for a bit and then.
I'll be right back. Oh, second.
I mean,
I
I'm
gotta go
staying
so
live.
bad.
I'm playing
Hold on a
games in a
second.
little while with a friend, so I'm staying live. So you guys are welcome to hang out as long as you want.
savage.
Woo.
Like you gonna drink that? Because I'll finish it.
What is it? What did I miss? Oh.
He peed in his
Recycle, baby, recycle.
He peed in it. Like that's why I
I
keep
gotta
such
go
a big
so
one
bad.
next to the thing because
Panda about to do that. Ain't no way. I am not really looking
getting
forward
weird.
to playing it again. I'm not gonna
Why does it
lie.
always get weird?
It's scary. It's actually I tell the story quite
Side
often
of horror
about my
games.
whole
jumpy.
fuck a doodle shit thing that I say, and I quite often will say when I get a really big jump scare, I'll say fuck a doodle followed by a random stream of words or swear words.
That should be the hashtag.
This is the one when I didn't know I'd done it until after it happened, but I got so scared that I shouted out fuck a doodle tit wank and had absolutely no recollection of saying. I've got the clip. I think the clip's actually in my featured clips on Kick. I had no recollection of saying it until afterwards. I got over the jump scare, looked at my chat, and they were all just absolutely falling about laughing and talking about tit wanks, and I was like, what is wrong with you all? And I had to go back and watch the clip because I was so scared I had no recollection of saying it. But yeah, this game is responsible for fuck a doodle tit wank.
Fuck the shit piss is a popular one for me. Like, it's like all the swear words come out
Yeah.
in a
Oh yeah.
blur at the same time, don't they? Like
Yeah, shit balls
well-
is usually like one I go with for reactions. Yeah.
or just, oh, you bastard.
Yeah.
You bastard.
I'm excited to see what comes out of my mouth. I'm not
Yeah.
sure what's gonna happen.
I'm
Or my
excited.
butt. I mean, something's coming out of one end.
Did you? So Creation, when
both
you
ends.
first played Phas Creation, did you find it scary?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. And my
okay.
first time I played it, I only played it once alone.
Yeah.
And I streamed it, and I screamed because, like you said, one popped up right in front of me. I was doing really good. I was like, oh, I got this clue, and all of a sudden it was like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck my life. I believe that's what I said. Fuck my life.
If you haven't
And,
played a lot of
I never played it again.
horrors and Phas scared you at the beginning, I think this is going to be a bit of a baptism of fire for you. It's quite intense.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to watching you.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to watching you play this. Like, because it's not
Yep.
like this is a different type of a horror game now, and like
Mhm.
just watching that trailer, it's like I already know what I'm expecting because
Yeah.
of the amount of games that I've played, and it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, those dark corridors, that weird shit, something scuttling past,
Something's waiting for you.
like,
Not able to defend yourself. That's
Yeah.
I'm gonna sleep
That's
very
the
fucking well after I play that. Well, kinda. I'm gonna have nightmares, but I'm gonna be so exhausted
Yeah.
from being. I get so exhausted from being terrified because I clench a lot. I'm like,
Yeah.
All the clench.
you know, fucking clenching, like accidentally let a little toot out sometimes.
Oh, they made a blurb out of me the other day. There's a blurb out there with my voice saying, well now my butt's puckered. And there's another one of me going, well, I just shot. I understand the puckering though.
Yes.
Oh, it's gonna be so good. I can't wait. I can't wait to watch y'all.
I might play next Tuesday
I'm
so I
excited.
can make a post though, because now you guys said like making posters. I might make a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely making
Yeah.
a poster. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I won't be able to make one tonight. I won't have time. So I think like Tuesday I'll hit that and I'll make a poster over the weekend. Like that'd be cool. So
Yeah.
dump any graphics or anything that would be cool. We need a little logo, guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah.
feel free.
I think.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can do very basic bits and bobs, but I can't really do logos. So
I'll see what I'll sit and do some stuff over the weekend. Like,
awesome.
Like
Cool.
I'll help with that, and
Yeah.
and if I'll send some stuff over.
Yeah, it's our club. You're in the club now, so it's our club.
And if anybody like needs any help with like editing like shorts or stuff, like if you have any questions,
Do you want to just
by all
do
means-
mine for me?
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean,
you wanna just do them.
I'm all ears. Like shoot me a DM and be like, hey,
And he slashed
got
like
you.
90 gigs of video. Here you go,
Yeah.
Slashy. Have fun.
yeah, here you
You
go.
said.
I send over to Sway. I'm like, yeah, here's like fucking 10 gig of footage. Have fun,
Yes.
guys.
Thank you for
Yeah,
freeing
I've
up
got-
hours of my life.
I've got like I probably actually got thousands of clips in my storage. Like here you go.
Yes,
Help yourself.
Yeah,
Especially because
I-
I'm horrible. I
Right.
save nothing. I have no offline records. I have to get that going. I don't. I'm bad at that.
I'm
That's
the
why. That's
opposite.
one thing I'm trying to work on this year. Is
You
Yeah.
need the
Yeah, do
replay
it,
buffers
man.
on your
Yeah,
OBS.
yeah,
Do you
yeah.
have the
Yeah.
replay
You've only got
buffers?
it for so long on Kick. You know, you got it for like 30
Yeah,
days.
yeah. But
It's
well,
fun,
plus, I'm
so-
excited for this horror game because I feel like I'll have better clips, right?
Yeah.
Like
They
me
do make
making
good clips.
monsters and just banter with chat isn't really that exciting. Like I'm not that exciting, guys, honestly. But like you know,
It's
but
fun.
playing the games, I
They'll
feel
make
like
it
will be.
exciting for you, mate. Wait, just wait. They
Oh,
make
yeah.
something out of nothing, and I'm like, how did you even get that? Like,
Yeah, and I have to say, like, I say I've spent a lot of time. I've been posting like an average of 2 videos a day on TikTok and YouTube Shorts for the best part of a year and a half. And sometimes, yeah, the clips are great, the horror, get the jump scares and stuff. But sometimes just the general chit chat and talking to people, those are the ones that do
Yeah.
That
better.
hit the most.
That
Like,
do well.
jump
Yeah.
scares
Random
don't
ones.
always do, like, your community fucking love them, but they don't always do that well going out in the algorithm on some of the other platforms, unless you really have to add something to that to hold people's attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes just the basic shit and talking about what you're doing is a much better content for those platforms than you would think.
yeah.
Yeah, because some people want to see like the person behind the
Mm-hmm.
gaming, like what you're about, like who you are, like talking to your community and
Yeah.
just like your personality that way.
Yeah.
Because anybody could jump at a horror game, you know, like anybody could get scared here or there. But yeah, I think
There's
that
a lot of
having
jump
that
scare
too-
bots.
Yeah.
As
Haunted.
well.
Yep.
There's
Yeah.
there's a sea of them. Like I think my most popular clip ever is me just not knowing who LeBron James is. They're like, what? And I'm like, I fucking know who this guy is.
I remember that one.
Yeah. It's
I wanna say a quick-
nothing-
I think I like that one.
Yeah, you probably do.
I want to say a quick hello, haunted nuisances in the chat, guys. Haunted is another horror streamer who I'm trying really hard to
Yay,
get in on
Haunted.
this, but she works full time and we just couldn't make the timings work, and I'm absolutely devastated that she hasn't managed to come in. So I just wanted to can we get a shout out for Haunted actually, please,
Back
Cuppy?
to the
Hello?
future.
Yeah, and I was
Like,
gonna say
really?
that you
Yeah.
spoke about playing the game anyway. This is the game. It's on special offer. It's half price for the next day. And there's quite a few people have speaking about it. But if you want to play it and you want to play along with us every month, if there's ever a time it fits in with your work schedule, I would have you on with us, Haunted, because I really, really wanted you to be a part of this. I know, I know. But yeah, if you want to play along, and like I said, at any point, and guys, please, Haunted is a small affiliate streamer, someone I pulled over from TikTok. In fact, she's the first convert I got from TikTok, is who Haunted is. She found me on TikTok. She you'll like this, Rad. She asked me about
Following.
streaming, and I said that she should stream on Kick, and she said why Kick and not Twitch? And no, she said she was going to stream on Twitch, and my response was, why do you not like money?
That's what I say to people.
And then
I'm like,
before
do you
you
not
do-
like me? What's your problem?
Before you knew it, she was here and she's streaming. She does a lot of Phasmophobia as well. She does some other stuff like Truck Simulator and things too. But she's trying to venture out more into solo horror and things. And honestly, I real named you. Haunted is an absolute blast, guys. Go and follow her, and please play along with us. And if it ever fits in, I would have you up here in a heartbeat.
Yes.
You can be a part-time member of the club, absolutely.
Wow, no, Buzz.
I have a feeling the one dude is about to be kicked out of the club.
Do you know what? It's nice for once.
Just swap me out.
It's a nice
Haunted.
change to have more
To be
women than
fair,
men.
most gaming groups are mostly dudes.
Mhm.
Like,
Yep.
so
Ooh.
Hello. Hi.
is your Ozbot
Tiny.
like,
Hello.
it's like, hey,
Hi.
your
Yeah.
camera's like, don't sell yourself short, handsome. Like,
Yeah, like no hate whatsoever. It's like I've been more
I do
so finding a group of chicks to play with
Yeah.
is like such a different feeling, especially in the gaming world.
It
Because
is.
it's very hard sometimes to connect with other females because there's just there's no
I
time
agree.
or just
there you go.
no. There's
Say
there's a
that,
lot of
Andrea.
competitiveness out there. I mean, I think we all know,
Imagine if women supported women. I'm gonna
I
get
know.
cancelled
Right?
for that.
right? That would be so crazy.
that.
Imagine.
You know, we bang on about all this shit, but the reality of it is, imagine if women supported women.
Yep.
Like,
so
that's
true.
what we're
So
gonna
that's
do
why
here.
I love,
and
like-
creation.
And creation.
And creation.
An honorary
Honorary,
woman.
honorary
For
woman.
working moms.
Honorary woman.
An honorary woman.
Honorary.
Yes.
Thank
No,
you.
it's true.
Thank
I
you,
mean, even
ladies.
look at the Kick Talks on Saturday. It was fantastic, and there was so many sizes of streamer and genres of streamer and types of streamer represented. But there was 3 women.
Yeah.
And I like how they split
Three
you up.
guys.
So there was one female per section as well. That was nice.
Yeah.
That was nicely done.
Good.
It's like, well, we'll just put a girl in each
Well,
one.
that's how it was when you came out, just before I got banned, but when you came out, and I was like, oh, Lauren's not in this one, and I was like, hang on a minute, Iron was in the first one, Red's in this one. I was like, so they've literally picked
I noticed that as
3
well.
women and put them. I was like, come on, but then
We're gonna need some girls.
we're gonna need some more girls. So yeah, it's nice for the boot to be on the other foot. There's a lot.
Creation's like, yeah, sure. Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm just getting this hair. It was loose hair. It wasn't like a wig. So I'm just covered
It
in
was
this
just loose hair.
long hair.
Beautiful.
How many
It's all right,
people can just
creation.
grab
We'll
a
get you a
handful of
wig.
loose hair?
Packet, tampons,
Right.
I know, right?
Yeah. Women's
Right.
Month. Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
go. Woo!
Woo. Yeah.
You love it. Stop it.
I love supporting women.
Yeah.
I do
And
my best work
honestly-
on my back.
Love supporting women, love supporting men. Truthfully, like
Mhm.
I think
Supporting
that there's
everyone,
just
yeah.
it's just one of
Everyone.
those things that like I don't know, like if you're a good person and not a
Yeah.
dick, then how-
Gender shouldn't
hell
really
yeah.
come into it.
Amen.
I mean,
Why were you looking at me when you said that? Why were you looking right at me, Slashy, when you said that?
because you're kind of dickish, yeah.
I really am. I
Bring
really
it
am.
to
I'm
Twitter.
sorry,
Let's
ladies.
go. Clip
I'm
it.
sorry, ladies.
Beef, let's go. See all
Yeah.
that positivity that's just been going on Twitter?
Yep.
Zilch now.
Done.
It's going
Yep.
down.
Nope,
This is
it's
what
going
Pink
down.
it
brings
starts
to
to
the
be it's too
table.
fucking
You guys
happy.
are going to be
Everyone's
like
too
the next
fucking
big
happy
Slayer
over there.
article.
Yep.
Jason is better than Myers. Mhm.
In
Hey, now.
creation.
Hey
Fucking
now.
Industry.
Let's
Tough
go.
words.
Do you even know horror?
You can get him, bro.
I'm sorry. Have we met?
Yeah, this is weird. I bet that's not your sculpting in the background or anything.
It's not even your hands. It's not
I have a
even your
green screen
hands on
image.
screen.
Yeah, yeah, not even his hands right now.
No, it's not even your hands. It's someone else's.
AI.
I wish I had long sleeves. I'm like, the truth is, I have no hands.
I love it. I think this is going to be a great group too. I feel like we like connect very well too, and that's what you need with stuff like this. Like not feeling. I was nervous going into this.
Hey,
because
do you
I've
know
just
what?
never
I was
done
nervous
anything.
because
Yeah.
I'm a seasoned pro at the Kick Conversations now. I have that down to a fine art. We've done it 30 odd times.
Yeah.
But having more than one person on is a and talking about something totally different is a whole new thing. So for the first time
Yeah.
in a long time, I was quite nervous before we started today.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be weird. Do I talk? Do I just stare at the camera? And it's like so many people are like, well, you're a streamer. You should be able to be fine in any setting. Yeah,
I
but
It's
don't
not that
work like that.
easy.
that's
yo.
my
Definitely not.
stream. You
Not
know,
that
like that's yeah,
Because that's your comfort zone.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yourself
Yep.
out of that.
exactly.
And you're
that.
in
Yep.
full control of that. Like,
Mhm.
Yes.
you know,
Yep.
it's like,
That's funny because
I
you say
am
that
the
because
god here.
it's something I found with like recording content. Excuse me, when I'm speaking to the camera, when I'm recording content. When I first started doing that, I found it so hard. And everyone was
Yeah.
like, how, like if you're recording a TikTok video where you're speaking about something or reviewing a game on a YouTube or whatever, I was so awkward. And everyone's like, but you talk, it's all you do all day is talk about these things. It's like, yeah, but I feel
It's
like
not
I'm
the same.
talking to my chat. I'm talking to people and there's a natural organic interaction there. And when I'm just recording, that's not there, and socially awkward Panda comes out, and it took me a long time to break through that. So it's just about your comfort zone.
I'll
isn't
make
it?
you feel better about that. Like, I personally have given up on pre-recorded content. I hate pre-recorded content. I like watching pre-recorded content. I do not like making it.
It's hard.
I've given up on it. 100%. I find it very awkward. I can't be natural. I can't.
I was gonna say I speak very unnatural
I
when trying to
can't.
do it.
Yeah,
right?
I just can't.
Yeah.
It's why people are like, oh, you should make like, tutorial videos of how you did your art and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but then I have to pre-record it all, and then I just can't. I can't flow with it. Like, for me, I'm a live action girl.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not like I can't do it. So I gave up. I was like, fuck this. I'm gonna make it all based on just live content and get all my clips from live stuff and just go that way, because I'm not going to force myself to do something that, one, makes me miserable, and two, makes me feel awkward and uncomfortable and takes me fucking ages.
Yeah.
I had to do a 2-minute video for some people that I work with, just a testimonial. I was like to Mag, I was like, I'm just going to go upstairs and record this. Like, it'll take me 10 minutes. Fucking nearly 2 hours later, I'm like still there. Like, and I've got all the outtakes, and I sent them all of those as well. And I was like, look at what you made me do.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I
really struggle. The thing that broke it for me and that helped me figure it out was I started making the TikTok stream advice that I talked about. But what I would actually do is I would take something that had bugged me in the world of streaming or in my life, or something someone had said in stream, whether it was a troll or another streamer doing something. I'm never the person to put that beef, name a person and put that beef on social media somewhere. But I will make a TikTok talking about it, but not that person. Like, it could be someone stealing your idea, or someone bitching about, someone being openly jealous about someone else's achievements on a live stream. These are all things I witnessed and really pissed me off. So I took the anger down a notch, and I made it into like an education. And because I was so passionate about it, it came out really natural. To start with, I still had spent ages like editing out all the little gaps and the mistakes, but doing that more and more every time but I still do it sometimes. So most of the time, if you guys ever see a stream tip video from me on TikTok, someone's pissed me off.
We know.
And if you think it's you, it probably is, just so you all know.
I could rant more organically than I can.
Yes, and that's what broke it for me. And after doing that a lot, it became more and more natural for me. And now I can do like an intro to I do my 10-hour test drives where I play a little demo of a game, and I do an intro, and I can talk to the
front page, guys.
Recording.
Sorry. Oh, let's go.
Are we on front page?
Front page.
Oh, double
page.
Oh, thanks,
Let's
Kate.
Front page.
Beautiful.
Front
W.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, it's okay.
Let's go.
But yeah, I can talk about pretty much anything recording it now. But again, it's taken a very long time to get there.
Now maybe I should do that instead then. Maybe I should make, I spend half of my time sitting on stream painting.
They do really well on TikTok too.
Getting pissed off because it's taken me so long, and I'm like, maybe I should make angry art videos where I'm like, so this took me like,
oh my god,
42 hours or 120 hours. Pissed me off. Did all these tiny little bloody hairs, took fucking ages.
Yeah, that would work.
Yes. I think that'd be great.
You'd be amazed how quickly it becomes your comfort zone. Because if you do something like that, then your comfort zone opens up, and you becomes more like. One of my biggest videos like early on TikTok was one called Ban the Fuckers, where I was talking about if somebody makes you uncomfortable in your stream, then you don't have to give a reason, you can just fucking ban them. That was it. But I started it just by a clip of me going, because that you need that little snippet at the beginning that gets people's attention too. And the beginning was literally just me going, ban the fuckers. And then I go into this big long rant about it, and that was one of my biggest videos going. So it's a crazy world out there.
It is.
I think you've just
Content
opened up
creating
a whole
world
new
is-
idea.
Look at that.
And yeah, because you see so many people that are like, I love what I do.
Yeah.
This is like so nice. And you're over here like,
Why I
fuck
won't
this.
do it.
fuck this.
I think that's
That's
such a
why
good
I
little
won't
niche.
do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
There's I'm not hating on art content creators, but a lot of the videos I see are the same. A lot of there's this trend on TikTok at the minute where every single video with an artist starts with them holding their piece, turning it around and going, hang on a second, before you skip past this video, just think to give an artist some, and it's the same
Yeah.
a bit of audio that they're all using, and I'm like, it's the same fucking thing. Like, so I'm like, so I don't want to do this. So maybe I'll just turn it around and go. So I did this, thought it was shit, tried again, did this, did this, slapped a bit
You
of
do
on
that,
it,
people will
put a
start
bit of
using
bollocks
your
on.
audio because that's how it works in that. Like someone's done it and everyone uses their audio and that audio goes viral and everyone keeps using it. I can see people using your audios and that then gives you even more reach. So
Yep.
Some idiot in the chat said, are you going to put colour on it? I said, no, dickhead. I always use black and grey and red. Do you ever see me do anything else? Yeah, we could do this.
literally, yeah.
I think it'd be very like therapeutic too. Like, yeah, I think that would be really good.
Yeah, because Red's not good at telling people how she actually feels, so I think she needs an outlet.
I need help with that.
Oh yeah, she definitely needs help with that.
Even people that are regulars, they ask questions like, like that's one I get often, and it's like, Red, are you going to use any other colours? And I'm like, are you serious? Like, do you come here, you watch me paint every day, and have you ever seen me use any other colour? Or maybe this time I thought it was going to be different. Shut up! Shut up, you!
It's when someone comes in and accuses you of tracing. That's my favourite.
Brilliant.
You didn't draw that. You didn't paint that. You traced it.
You didn't.
That's when you really come into your own, Red.
They're like, this is AI. Like, I'm like, the whole filter. Have you ever got that creation? I'm pretty sure you have. Like, they're like, this is AI. He's an AI filter.
I don't get trolls. I'm not a female streamer, and I'm sorry for that.
I know. Well, I remember
bullshit. I'm
speaking to
gonna
you.
troll
You wish
you.
you had trolls. That's all. We try
I
and
see
troll
Red
you.
having fun with them. I see Red having fun with them. So, yeah.
You think it's fun?
It looks like you have some fun with them. You do like to take a piece out of
definitely
them.
have
You like
fun
to
with
take a
them.
piece out of
We
them.
do have fun with them. It's content in
100%.
it, guys. We're
Oh, of
content
course.
goblins. You got to be a content goblin in this game.
The people who
Right.
think you're painting to the side as well, like the people who don't understand you've got the split camera. That's my other favorite.
There's two fucking cameras.
It's two fucking cameras.
There's two fucking cameras. That's
Literally,
how I
it's
answer
like-
it now. I got no patience for it. They come like, looking behind you. I'm like, there's two fucking cameras, dickhead. Like, how can you not see that? Are you stupid? They're like, oh, I'm not coming here again. I'm like, oh, fuck off then.
Like, you
Go
can see
somewhere.
Red like this, and then like you can see her now, and then you can see another on this beside that. There's a hand that's much larger. It's like bigger than her head that's painting, and people think it's all the same camera.
Some people are just straight up dumb.
Yeah.
Like that's just
Yeah.
what it
Thank
comes down
you.
to.
I think
Like
that's
they're
what
just
it is. I
they're
think
just
that's what
dumb.
it is.
For real.
and
People are just
I have no patience, I think, for it anymore. Like people that are just, I'm like, are you stupid? Like what?
Literally.
Like, are you just like I have no sympathy for you. Like if you're gonna come in and say some dumbass shit, like nah.
Yeah.
I got you locked
There's
in,
too
fam.
many viewers.
Got
to
you,
spend
got you
time.
locked in, fam.
Got you locked in.
Did
fam.
you see
Yeah.
BB Jess's video on Twitter?
Yes,
Oh
I
my
do.
God.
I love her.
was
For that. She's like, what does this mean? Like, got you locked in. Get the fuck out.
I'm gonna lock you the fuck out. She was absolutely brilliant, guys. I reposted
does
it.
it
If you haven't
mean?
seen it, you have to go and watch it.
Absolutely.
It was absolutely brilliant.
I'll tell you what it means. It means you're already live as well, and you've come here to farm some fucking viewers. That's what it
Yep.
means. You've got me locked in. Like,
On Twitter,
That's what it
I've shared it on. So I reposted her on Twitter.
it's really funny.
It's
Lee. Go and
hilarious.
watch it.
It's
Yeah,
such a
it's
funny clip.
She's
I
funny, man.
love Jess. She's hilarious. And it was just, I just felt like it was everything I feel internally when somebody comes into my chat and says it. Everything I
Just
feel
say it to
inside
them.
was how she
Captain Corwin
reacted.
just started calling them on it.
Because
She's like, oh, locked in, am I? Locked
Yeah.
in. And they're like, because they're not listening to
they're not
you,
listening.
'cause
No,
they're
my thing
live
just now
on
is
their
like, I'm
stream.
locked in. Where have you? Where am I locked in? Like, fuck off.
I've gone into their chats a couple of times, like while they're live doing it, and I'm like, well, you fucking locked down now.
You,
fam."
it was you and Coxie is possibly my favorite. My favorite
Oh, that was
Coximus
great. He shit
Prime.
himself so hard.
That's
Like,
probably one
he
of my
was like,
favorite.
Guy was
favorite
ready to
interactions.
shit a brick.
He's
Yeah, but we're friends now. Now he's part of the community.
he's such a good guy too. I spoke to him
Right.
afterwards. He was
Coxie's sweet.
fucking
Yeah, he's
mortified.
So terrified. He ended his stream and everything.
Yeah, he scared
Bro,
the shit out of
deep,
him.
man. Like, because I just went in and went, like, we were front page as well.
Oh, he's here.
And I was like,
he's
oh,
here. I was gonna say he's
is
gonna
this what
hate me
you're
for
doing?
bringing this up,
Like,
and he's here.
Coxie, you're in the chat. There he is.
Quietly backs away.
Coxie, we're friends now.
It's all good now. It's all good.
Like, We totally came in to support you after that because it's good advice. It's like, pay attention to your people. Don't be paying attention to our people or to me. You don't need to be giving me attention when you're live. You need to be paying attention to your community. Like, that's what you, because that will be that one person that you miss. That will be a lifetime supporter. Because you were too busy looking at somebody else's fucking chat and somebody else's stream, and they came in and they said hi, and you let that pass by. Like,
well,
so,
you know what I realized when I look at their chats, though, Red, it is just other people
doing
locking
the
in.
same thing. Yeah,
And
there's
they-
a whole-
not with the
yeah.
I'm amazed
in
they
his
have 100
defense.
viewers,
Yeah.
and it's just people locking in. So there
Yeah,
really is no community
no,
they're missing.
You
They're
can
not missing
call it
anything.
100 viewers,
Yeah.
but you know.
Yeah,
like-
but what I'm saying though is that, like, they're not missing a community because they really don't have one. They didn't
because
grow
that's
one.
what you build around it. So when you do that,
Yeah.
you invite it back in because you're doing it and you're thinking, oh, I'll let people do that here as well. But what it actually builds is like a hollow community where people are not interacting. The only people that are coming in are streaming themselves.
And you could see it on the streamer as well, because when you go onto another tab or you're focusing elsewhere, like you create this, no matter if you can multitask or not, like you create this sort of like, you're just like, oh yeah, checking this out. Like, let me go here. Cause you're probably also, when you're doing that, checking how it's going in their chat, checking their numbers. So all these things are going on in their brain too, you know? So don't do it. It's
so stupid.
It is stupid.
Because even if you do get to a point where you've got, say, enough people, enough numbers to, let's say, apply for verification or for partner by doing that, right? Like, you've got those numbers. When you apply and they inspect your channel and your content, and it is just you sat there not saying a fucking word while people only spam a couple of emotes in your chat, they will not verify you. They will not do that because that is not content. That is not interaction with the community. That is not, and I can't speak for the Kick verification team, but I'm pretty sure that they would be like, I'm gonna pass this by because there's no effort being made here. This person's concentrating way more on just that than this. Shut up, Wes. Shut up with your yappy cat. Sorry, guys. Like,
Wes is just
Get the
upset
fly
because there's
swatter
no blurps on this screen. That's what's wrong
there's
with him.
no blurps here, you dick.
We've
that's
castrated
right.
him.
God, it's been like a whole 2 hours without Pikachu getting pounded. It's been glorious.
He got a couple
Like,
in
imagine
here
being
before
called out
we
like
started
that.
on the other
God,
screen,
guys.
but he's been castrated.
Locked in.
Take it. Got you locked in, fam. Guys, I got a Scooby Doo one though because I got to head to the gym.
Yeah, no worries.
It's chest day, guys. I'm going. I gotta
Chest
go.
day.
Let's
But
go.
it's been
Yesterday was chest day for us.
Oh yeah, chest day,
Yeah.
best day. It's my favorite.
Yeah, I
Like,
love leg day though. I will say, I feel like, but
Where's
I
Naomi?
love it.
Wait, what are we talking about?
I can't get involved in this conversation, sadly.
What's going on here, ladies? What's going on here, ladies? I heard chest and legs.
Yeah, leg
Chest
and-
and legs. What's going on?
Chest day.
Yep.
Leg
Chest
day.
day and leg day. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, I'm in the right place. I don't know what I got some luck
Dixon's
here.
like-
Wow.
Wait a second. Being the only guy here is really actually nice.
This is okay, actually.
But now he's gonna see what
So
women
good.
actually get up to in groups behind the scenes. So
Yeah.
you send him the first boob pics and the first feet pics, guys. Like,
I'm not sending boobs anywhere, Red. Yours already got me
I know.
banned from Eddie. So
I'm
I would
surprised. I'm
Discord you when
surprised
I'm in
it's
the
been 2
shower.
hours. I'm surprised it's been 2 hours and you haven't completely grossed me out, actually, because I really know what goes on between girls and
yeah, there's
conversations.
time. There's time. Don't worry. But you're in it now, mate. You're in the hole.
Yep.
I'm in the what?
You're in the hole.
Hey,
The hole.
No.
What? Sorry. I'm going now, guys. I'm sorry. That's
No,
too
thank
much.
you so much for being here. I'm going to say
Panda.
goodbye to everyone at once because as soon as
Yeah.
one of you goes, the
Oh, I didn't mean to like.
no,
end
we're
it.
coming.
No, no.
I was only
No,
we're only going to go about 4 and it's 4:15, so
All right, then.
we're all
love
good.
you.
But as soon as one of you leaves, the cameras are all going to go.
Oh shit. Okay.
So yeah, thank you so much everybody for being here, guys. Make sure you
Yeah,
go and
thank
follow all
you.
these people
Thank
and,
you, Panda.
and keep an eye out for when they're playing Slender, The Arrival, because they will all shit themselves and it will be amazing.
Everywhere.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here, guys. I appreciate you very much.
Thank you for having us.
Guys, I'm
for
gonna
having
be back in
us.
just 2
Thanks,
seconds.
thanks.
I'll be
Catch
back
you
on the
guys
other
next time.
screen. But I'll go and close everything up. But yeah, thank you.
Okay. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.